Okay, that should turn off everything. Hopefully.
Ah, I have forgotten one thing.
Yeah, what'd you forget?
Thumbnail.
You fucking mongoloid. Put that in there.
I'll be done when it's done.
Oh my god, that time I got yelled at on Steam for saying mongoloid. God damn it.
Mongoloid.
He's racist. But it's funny, though.
On Steam?
Yeah.
Is it racist, though?
I can't remember. They were yelling at me because they're like, you said mongoloid. You can't say that on our forum. Like, but it's funny, though. He was being a mongoloid.
Okay. I was trying to set something on Twitch, and in the description of the thing I was setting, I had the word idiot, and that's a banned word on Twitch now.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's offensive.
Honestly, why do you're still streaming on Twitch? Like, I switched to YouTube.
I stream on Twitch because there's a bunch of people who can't afford to give me money, but they have Amazon Prime, so I get Twitch Prime through them.
I get you.
And yes, chat, I know. Wrong thumbnail and title too, probably.
Can confirm
Just
title is wrong.
finished editing the law video, so I've just caught up now, basically.
Wait, the Waffle Cast?
Indeed.
Yeah. It's a cancerous
Just
thing we
change
do.
it to the right one. What?
Yeah.
I'm working on it.
He's a boomer. Give him a minute.
See, at least I was smart enough to actually write it down so as I can just copy paste.
Why don't we invite them to the Wafflecast? I'm sure they'd love to play Dota 2 with us. It's such a good game.
Why would
Don't put anyone else through that, Kyle. It's just a
Sargon, please.
you.
Don't leave me there. It's hell.
Well, now that Sargon has Killing Floor 2 downloaded.
About that, I will download it.
Mm-hmm.
I think I actually do have it
Hopes and
downloaded.
dreams stepped on.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Well, now the title is at least is correct. So I have no idea if it'll update in the middle of this thing.
It did, yes.
Okay, lovely. Eventually, I'll remember where I put the template for the thumbnail as well. But until then, what happened last time, gentlemen?
Zombies.
Zombies.
We came to a spooky old laboratory building, and we had to investigate all the goings on of Herr Shaw and all the stuff that he's been getting up to with his little werewolf program. And as we were investigating, we came across the undead.
Yeah, we killed a bunch of them.
Fucked them up.
And I made tore through the wall, the door, of the place. Fucking made the guy. Our guys came along because they'd been attacked, so we sorted these out. The only other undead in the place are frozen, if I recall correctly, so that's fine. Yeah, right. So I think we're good, aren't we?
Yeah. So
Hunky-dory.
I'm thinking what we were going to do is while this is all wrapped up here in this room while everyone's getting put into quarantine and watched, and we are going to go down into the basement to check out what's down there, I think was our plan.
I think this is the basement, actually.
Yeah, this is the basement where the zombies were kept.
Oh,
So
okay.
we have one unfortunately dead guy, which Sauron stabbed in the head.
Well, no, they're probably
There's
all going to
nothing
turn into zombies, aren't we? Oh no, didn't we tie the guys to the pipes?
You did. You murdered one of them, and then you tied up the rest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So
okay.
I mean, they're going to turn into zombies. So this will just prove.
no, they won't.
Yeah,
They might.
We'll see.
Arch, they
If they're
better turn
in
into
any case-
zombies.
In any case, the plan, as I recall, is that we're going to, while we wait for these guys to turn, we are going to basically have our guys go through all the papers here, and we'll basically keep doing a deep dive into this place. Because apparently there's also a lot of paperwork we have to look through as well.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Gotta check it out. Let's see what's up. So should we take the doctor with us, or
Oh yeah.
or is he just gonna pull more shenanigans?
Well, we'll take him with us. So if he pulls more shenanigans, we'll be right there.
Yep.
All right.
We could also just quarantine him down here too, just to be safe. We'll just tie him up. See what happens.
Cruel.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Now then, since you have pacified the cellar, you may have other things to deal with. Your men did gather some documents. The alarms, however, are still blaring quite happily. Maybe someone would like to deal with that.
Well, let's ask him where the
Doctor?
alarm shutdown is.
Are these alarms really necessary, Doctor?
Well, I mean,
They were.
I'll pull out I'll pull out a cloth and wipe my sword clean, dab any blood that's off on my face, very politely.
Dab.
In a very sort of aristocratic manner. I don't want to be covered in blood. I want to look presentable.
Sargon's blood on his face. Maybe he has the COVID.
Well, thankfully I'm a vampire, so I'm immune to it.
Zombie.
All right. The doctor informs you that the way to shut off the alarms, you'll have to head up to the top floor again. It's in his office.
Mm-hmm.
All right. I'm sure he can lead the way.
Yeah, lead the way, Doctor.
He also looks a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit twitchy. And so he raises his voice to say, there might be complications. The alarm is, of course, for on-site personnel, but Shah also insisted we have off-site security.
What kind of off-site security?
He, again, looks somewhat worried and responds, I never thought to ask. I never thought we would have a breach.
Maybe you should have cooperated and this could have been prevented, Doctor. Let's go. Let's go and turn the alarm off just because it's annoying me.
What is it with all of this intellectual shaming? He should have done this. He should have done that.
I mean, he should have.
He should be smart enough to know as well that every German soldier that dies in this building is on him.
Yeah. Every
I'll
German
ask-
martyr you've created will remember this, Doctor.
I will ask if he wants to change his pants.
Can he? Does he have
Good
to have
input,
that?
Captain. Thank you, sir.
We can at least be civilized about it.
Okay, but let's go do that.
Yes.
Are you going to go with him to change his pants?
Well,
Yes.
we're going to go with him, yes.
Yes.
We're not letting him
Alright,
out of
well,
the fight.
that's going to be fucking awkward, but
I'd like him to change his pants after he's turned off the
Yeah.
alarm, though.
Oh, Arch, can I send some of our extra pioneers down here to watch over the guys that are chained up, and to continue the search of whatever papers that we're going through down here?
I mean, you are technically in charge.
All right, so I will do that.
Cool.
Don't let them
Okay.
bite you, guys. Don't let them bite you.
They look at you confused. Why not?
Why?
Yeah.
They don't know.
Yeah, why would you let them bite me?
Yes, it's a strange instruction,
You
really.
might want to tell them they're infected. The more information these soldiers have, the better.
You can
prepared
tell them
they'll
that
be.
they're sick and that they could be infected, and we just need to know. You don't have to be specific about the kind of
Yeah.
infection.
Just
Yep.
say don't go near
They're
them.
sick. They're sick in quarantine. We're just waiting for them to see what happens. So,
if they bite
keep-
you, you might catch the Jew.
yep. Keep your distance. Continue the work they were doing with looking into papers. Don't turn on any more sarcophaguses or whatever it was.
If you see big red buttons, don't push them.
Easier said than done.
Yeah, one of the soldiers kind of turns the rags and just starts mouthing at him like, what?
I don't even know what that's supposed to mean.
That's the funny part.
All
Mm.
right. Well, I'll have some of them down here then, being all guardy like. One of them goes over to one of the corpses. Now, you says I've been bitten. This one has a sword wound through his throat. Why?
He fell onto it. Don't worry about it.
They had sword-like fangs.
Ah. Oh, excellent, excellent explanation. All right. You return up to the first floor where the doctor's office is. Speaking of doctor, there you go. Two of your pioneers are engaged in what seems like a heated discussion with another group of people slightly out of view. The pioneers, although still at rest, not having their weapons pointed at anything, is shouting at them that they can't come in here.
Speaking of out of
So-
view, is this on a new map, or are we staying here?
You should have been moved.
No, we're still in the zombie room.
Well, just refresh thing.
Okay,
Alright.
let me try to move you back and move you there.
I'll refresh roll 20 just in case.
Yeah.
Mhm. Here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Right. Sorry. Yeah. Okay. So, who wants to take responsibility for this? Dev.
All
Cap-
of us.
Commander.
Captain.
Commander.
All right, we'll come around the corner.
I shoved the little girl forward. You got this. You can do it. Believe to achieve.
All right, let's go see what's going on.
All right.
Oh,
Dev is
we'll
on
all follow Dev.
Shoved into the room.
I
Yep.
will refresh.
These
Command.
guys, are these guys Raz Shah's guys?
I'll move up to here. Arch.
Based on their icons, they look like.
Sargon wants to go sit in the chair.
No, we'll just stand next to the chap.
There's some big chairs.
No, they're
So-
exactly the right size. Look, they fit precisely one Sargon inside of them.
They look
I
like
assume these
Play-Doh.
laptops are IBM brand.
They have
laptops. Are, these are not laptops.
God.
They're giant screens, for fuck's sake.
This is like in Sargon's D&D where there were guns on the table.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Look at
so
these fucking laptops. Look at them. They're massive.
those are odd. But then again, the chair is built for Jabba the Hutt, so who knows? What is-
Yeah.
What is this
demonstrate?
hallway
See?
exactly? Is this just a waiting room that ends this semicircular area at the bottom of the map? Is that just a wall or?
Or is it the entrance to the building, maybe?
Entrance of the building. But see,
Okay.
the chair
Okay.
fits precisely one Sargon. See?
Very good. Maybe I'll sit in the chair, in fact. I'm not going to sit in the chair. In fact, okay. Yeah, okay, what are they saying? What's the complaint?
I am the concierge now.
Well, now that the little girl was shoved into the room, everyone
Loving it.
kind of goes quiet and pays attention to the little girl.
Dev, use some vampire allure powers.
I am
Use some
going to
rank
assume-
powers.
I'm gonna assume that they have
You've already got female privilege, go on.
the
Yeah.
the amulets that prevent us from using disciplines on them, right?
Depends. Have you had a look at them yet?
I'm having a look at them right now.
All right.
Sargon, roll a cult.
Cult? Yeah, I can do that.
Powers of perception,
that thing you have?
Perception
didn't-
plus what?
awareness.
I will roll that as
So
well
it'll
as
be-
I look at them.
What am I
Sorry.
rolling? A cult and
Wits
what?
awareness.
Oh,
Wits
wits
awareness.
awareness.
I'll
Oh,
look at them.
okay.
Okay. Let's see.
2 degrees of success. Fucking Dev's gay ass degrees.
Can I just?
With that 10 though,
Yeah, so that's what 6 degrees for Dev.
All right. Yes, Dev. They look like the troopers you saw previously when you were defending that cave. Their helmets are clearly those of standard German soldiers, the Stahlhelm, and they are marked with the SS rune. But the color decorations on their throats is something else. It's the SS rune, but with an additional lightning bolt at the end. Additionally, they are wearing heavy cuirasses, which look bulky, but it's somewhat mildly. I mean, this is fucking 18th century body armor they're wearing here. They're also wearing full face covering helmets with runes of aversion on both eyelenses.
okay, I see.
What's a rune of aversion?
It means don't fuck with me, psychic bastard.
Yeah, we can't use disciplines on them. At least we can use like physical disciplines on them, but not
Like we could
mental
just
ones.
punch them to death, yeah.
Yep, you could do
Once
that.
more,
Yeah, we
I
could do
turn
that.
towards Mecca and I thank thee.
Because now all of these guys have extra armor. Thanks, V. So, these guys, they do appear to be Raz Shah's men then.
No, let's ask our guys what the issue seems to be.
All right, that's a good idea.
Oh, stick
Let's ask
around.
our guys. Yeah.
All right, Dev. Go on.
So I'll ask our guys what the issue seems to be. What's the problem, soldier?
Thank you. He turns to you and gives you a quick salute. Sir, these gentlemen have tried to enter the facility without your approval. We were told to stop anyone coming in and out, and so we have stopped them here. They are a rather combative lot, however, and they claim to have authority that supersedes our own. The strange thing is, mein Frau, I suppose in this case, yes, mein Frau, they claim the authority of the Reichsführer, the very same with which we are operating.
Mm-hmm.
Do they have papers?
Papers,
They
please.
do.
They have papers. Let's read them.
Yeah, I would love to see these papers.
Woo,
to confirm
bureaucracy! I can rules lawyer them with their own bureaucracy. Get at it, Dev.
This'll be fun.
All right, let's take a look at the papers. Let's take a look at the papers.
Okay, the pioneer hands you the paper that he was given. It looks almost identical to your own permission slip, except it is signed by Raz Shah rather than Emil.
I'll say to
Okay.
Dev. I'll just to Dev. I'll say then it looks like we're at an impasse, which means they go no further.
Yeah, but we don't want to tip our hand to these guys that we're investigating Raz Shah.
Good news,
You
though.
don't have to tell.
Looks
You don't
like
have
I
to
can,
tell them anything.
No,
Looks
no,
like I can
nothing.
keep my promise to the werewolf to oppose Raz Shah, because now our commanding officer's about to have a fight with Raz Shah. Fantastic.
There we go.
Well, there's still a way we can send these guys off without a fight, right?
Persuasion.
There,
Exactly.
Mike.
You're the charismatic one, Dev. You find out.
Get going,
All right.
Dev.
I'd like to point out that any of you picked politics.
I mean, we could just kill them and say that they died in an accident. Throw their bodies alongside the zombies. You know, the zombies.
I've got one in politics.
I've got 2 in politics.
I've got
Yeah.
2 in politics, too.
God damn it. Lucky little shits.
It's not lucky.
It's not luck.
Knew this would come up.
Axe.
First time we've ever needed to use them, and we haven't even been told that we actually need to use them. So, I wouldn't
Yeah.
call it lucky. I call it a bad pick that just happens to be benefiting me right now, potentially.
Find out what's going on, Dev. Use your politics.
All right. Give me a second here.
Politics intelligence.
Okay.
I can roll for this as well with the same roll. Would that help?
Yeah, I'll do one as well if that's all right. So we're good intelligence.
One of you'll have to pick. However, one can assist.
There we go. I did it.
Fucking hell.
I'll
Okay.
assist,
excellent.
I'll
I'm doing-
assist Dev
oh
then.
fucking hell! What is with this?
All right.
Right. So I got 6. You got.
All right. Who's president now?
We all got a good roll.
Oh, my
Fuck! What's going on here?
And there's all the good rolls for the session. When we actually get into a
Yeah.
fight, it'll be
Yeah.
all shit.
Right. Okay.
All right, so
So
Dev
Dev's got
gets
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minus 1 for 6. And then we've
So
got
6.
Sargon,
I got 6 too.
12. All right.
Is mine
So-
not being counted?
Of course not. I said pick one, and Sargon beat you to the punch because he's quicker
Sorry,
than you.
we all got the fucking same.
Because we were,
It's just we all
I
got
was
amazing
waiting
rolls.
to decide who was going to do it, and I guess in that moment of hesitation, Zygon just rolled anyway.
Well, yeah,
Yes,
why not?
But
I
either
can
way,
do
same outcome, no problem.
Yeah.
I guess I'll just figure it out on my own, and then these guys can figure it out between
it.
themselves.
We all suddenly come to the exact same conclusion.
It takes you a moment to figure out what's wrong, but you have a strange inkling as you're reading the paper. Everything seems perfect. Like the seals are in the right places, the signatures are all correct. You even recognize the handwriting of the Reichsführer as near identical, except for one little touch.
Hmm.
You notice that there is a slightly different weight on the end of his signature. And you also know that the Reichsfuhrer is left-handed. That should not be the case. This is a point of autistic of autism that very few would have noticed. Good job.
All right. So now that we know they don't actually have this authority, we can't just say, "This is fake. Go away." That'll be a fight.
Well, why is that bad?
Will it be?
You know what you should do, Dev, is you should rip their papers up in front of them and be like, these are
No.
a forgery.
That's our evidence, though.
Don't rip
Yeah.
it up.
I don't even think that these three guys know that it's a forgery. I think they're just, yeah.
Well, why
very
don't you try
possible.
using some persuasive charisma on them?
Why don't you ask them where they got the
We tried
papers?
shit.
Well, they're going to say Raz Shah because Raz Shah signed them.
Well, no, they might not have done.
No, they
Okay,
not at
alright.
all. They could have been given by anyone else up the chain.
All right. Okay, so I guess I'll ask them where they got their papers from.
All right. Try that again.
Okay.
Just say.
I'll walk up. I'll head over. Wait, hold on. Where's my thingy? Yeah. Maybe not so close. I don't want to get
Why?
instantly stabbed just in case.
What?
Yeah.
He's not going to stab someone who outranks him.
It might. Do I actually outrank him?
Oh, he might just stab you anyways. It'd be
You're,
funny.
you're some sort of high-ranking captain of a squad of elite fucking mystery men. Presumably, you outrank him. Who's this chap?
I don't know.
Exactly.
Mystery man.
Exactly. If he was someone important, we'd know who he was.
Wouldn't do much if he did stab you anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Unless it's a silver sword, but
And he's not
anyway.
going to last very long if that's the case, is he?
We're
Yeah,
gonna
there's a
tear
bunch
him
of us here.
apart.
All right, so I'll be like, I guess, fake looking over the letter and just kind of casually asking, where did you get this? Who sent you here?
Exuding confidence from 4 feet off the ground.
Yeah, but that's good.
All right. He gives you a look of scorn, and he gives you a sir heavily laden with irony. Mein Frau, these are the official papers issued to us by the authorities of Herr Ras Shah on behalf of the Reichsfuhrer. We are here to protect the interest of this facility, which seems to have been compromised. Once we entered to make our investigation, your soldiers, I presume, stopped us.
Okay, but that doesn't answer the question. Who?
I hate it
handed
when you
him
ask a
the
question and people
papers?
don't answer it.
Yeah.
It did sound like he answered with basically Raz Shah's office.
Nah,
They got
we
it
want
on
him
behalf of someone
him on
else.
it,
I want to
though.
know who
Yeah.
gave them the papers.
Yeah, explicitly, we want him to tell us
Who
gave him-
specifically gave you the papers?
These physical papers, not the
Yeah.
idea of the papers and the authority they represent. These papers specifically.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Again, you can almost see the sneer even behind his face mask. Mein Frau, these papers have been in our English word,
Possession.
Norwegian word. Thank you. These papers have been in our possession since we took up our role of guardians of this facility. They were issued to us by Ras Shah personally.
Okay, that's good to know.
All right.
I wonder how long ago that was.
Okay,
The
what's
facilities
your
have been
decision,
running for like
Captain?
3 months. I think the facility's been running for a few months now. So I have a plan. If you guys want to hear it, one of you should
Well,
probably
come back over and tell him to wait a minute.
Okay. Just give us a second. Well, I'll be
We
back in a
could
minute.
just
No,
We could
command
just-
him.
we could just try to convince them that look, this is fake. They might be on our side at that
Well,
point.
hang on. Yeah.
I don't think so. I don't think they are.
Well, hang on, I take it, Dev, you're going to come back and talk to us so we can discuss this with a bit of privacy so they can't hear. Right.
Yes. So,
So-
one moment. We'll come. I'll go back.
Yeah.
Okay, you turn to leave. He steps up after you. Mein Frau, this is urgent. Unless you have a good reason, we demand entry to the facility immediately to determine the cause of the alarm.
You should tell him we've got about 50 good reasons.
No, because
That's
then he
true.
knows how big our force is.
Yep, that's true. So I think the plan is basically to tell him what happened. Just to tell him that zombie outbreak, we handled it. Do you want the corpses? And just basically bring them
That
up
is
to him.
No, tell him.
terrible.
Tell
That
him.
is so terrible.
No, hold
Tell
on.
him.
Just wait. The best way to tell a lie is to do it by telling the truth.
Okay, so that's dumb.
Are you
No, no, no,
retarded?
no, no.
We should do instead.
Very Trudeauian, that does.
Yeah,
It is.
Yeah,
It is.
yeah.
It does work.
Yeah,
Just
why
tell
don't we
him-
tell them about everything?
Tell him that
we
the
need to
building is
know?
currently
You hide-
infected with an unknown pathogen, and we
Don't
can't
tell
allow
him
any
that.
more people to come
Wait.
inside.
You
The best way to
hide.
defeat your enemies is to give them everything they want and then present
No, no.
Uranus to them.
you
Canadian
hide
diplomacy.
you hide the greater lie by telling them a lesser truth.
Oh, the fucking eternal Canadian. Right.
Stop it.
Listen. They okay. So we what we have established here is that Raz Shah is faking these orders, right?
Yes.
So Raz Shah does not have the authority of the Reichsführer.
No.
Phew, we're the real Nazis.
Yes.
Worried there for a second.
Well, we're the real high level Nazis who are backed by the high command, right? That's the important part. So it does not matter what they say unless and if we're prepared to fight them, which I assume we are, then they can get bent. And so effectively, we're the ones with the real authority, so we have to
That's
act
true.
like it. So
Okay.
what
No,
do we
I-
want them to do?
Have we
I-
considered the
I-
idea that
hold-
Raz
hold
Shah
on.
never had any authority, just convinced some other high-ranking people with his forgeries that he does?
Probably
Entirely
with the
possible.
domination that he does, actually, since he managed to dominate me.
The
that
problem is we can't actually prove to these guys that this is a forgery.
Mhm.
So
Well, the thing is, though, what you're saying is all true, but it will lead to a fight. And if you want to just fight these guys, we can fight them. But I'm talking
Well,
about
I'm not adverse to
convincing them
fight.
to go away.
yeah,
They-
we can.
I say we put the pressure on them to choose whether to fight or not. We inform them that we know that this is bullshit, and then if they fight us, we know that they know, and we have no reason not
Well,
to kill them. But if they don't fight us, they might join us.
Can
I don't
we?
think they're joining us at all.
They're
well,
not
do we
joining
have the
us.
option of phoning headquarters?
Then they'll die.
He just stopped me from moving, so I don't think so. I think you have to make the choice.
All
right
right,
now.
I think
no.
it's time for us to walk up there
Don't
and
allow him
insist.
to dominate the room. Don't allow him to tell you where you can and can't go.
Yeah. And again, he's the one with the forged papers.
Mhm.
He's
So
in
can
trouble.
we can we
Okay, then
phone
hold
head
on, hold on.
office?
I'll just turn around and say, no, you'll wait here.
Yeah.
And then
If he
I'll keep walking.
continues to follow, just kill him.
Yeah.
Problem solved.
I'm being told by a bunch of Germanic autists in chat that mein Frau means my wife, and you would be saying meine Dame.
Damn.
Better start saying minor Dharma, Arch. Jesus.
Fucking
All your
A.
characters have been
Awful-
insulted.
Dude, you've been
Have you?
insulted, Dev. He
I'm
just
shocked
claimed you
by
as
the
his
number
wife.
of people that have been telling me this as well.
Rebuke him for his familiarity, Dev.
Yeah, rebuke. Now's your chance. If
Yeah.
Arch gets you
You've
on
got the moral high
technicalities,
ground.
get him on technicalities. Do it now.
Yeah.
Seize the means of production. Come on.
No,
Seize the bureaucracy, Dev.
Seize the-
Embrace your fucking destiny.
It'll
I'm going to say, no,
I'm
you will give me a
determined.
minute and then continue to walk. And you'll stay here.
Call him husband.
Husband.
Familiarity.
If you're going to be
Just
weirdly
go further,
inappropriately
call him your
familiar,
son.
then two can play that game.
I'm also being told that since our orders are newer, they supersede anyway. We've got fucking abrogation going on in the German
Oh, good
command structure.
point.
Also, Uzalu,
And
keep a
ours are
gun on
real.
that guy.
And you
As
want to,
fuck.
by the way, just so that it's explicitly
how's it
stated,
real?
we're
Yes.
keeping the papers in your inventory. You're
Yeah,
keeping
I've still got
Yeah.
them. I've still got them.
Okay, good.
Oh, we got.
That is extremely important that we
We
have
could-
access to them.
We could also accuse them of using forged documents and arrest them.
True,
could,
true, very
then-
true.
Then they would doubtless attack.
And then they're traitors to
Okay.
the right.
As before, like it's up to them if they want to attack. They're going to die if they do, and if they
And
don't,
we're
then
justified
again,
in
either
doing
they
so.
are subdued or they join us.
All right. So, first and foremost, Frau does not only mean wife, okay? Shut your mouth.
Yep. But in the
Arch,
context,
you're not
it
a
might
German
seem
master,
disrespectful.
Okay? Like there are Germans in chat
Yeah,
mad at you.
it can be seem disrespectful, but that's because he intends to be disrespectful.
Oh, Arch is going to
They're
add
saying
German
that,
He's
to
trying to
Germans.
pull the I
They're-
did it
they're saying that-
intentionally thing.
They're saying that Frau something means essentially what it like misses, but meine Frau means my wife. That's what they're saying.
That's what the Germans are saying, by the way.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what chat is saying.
If anyone speaks German, it's probably the Germans.
The goddamn Nazis are mad.
Arch is now Googling this to fucking
He's like,
have an
I-
argument about
The
with
power of
Germans.
Google is on my side.
I don't need Google for this. I know that Frau does not mean wife.
All right, come on.
As to the German nonsense of being like, if you add this in front of it, entirely possible. The Germans gender doorknobs. They're the insane little monkeys.
Oh god, that's weird. Okay,
They do. They gender everything.
yeah.
Yes.
Okay,
Or
so,
they also have a
so
neutral
what,
gender, which might explain a lot.
Yeah, what exactly are we going to say then?
Right,
Well, I'm going to see.
Before
I'm
you say anything, Dev has already done a thing. So
which
now
was?
comes the result of Dev doing that thing.
Okay, finally I get to kill somebody. Jesus.
Right, so
Let's see it.
Dev turns away and orders them to stay.
Mhm.
Now, if you'd added in a little bit of authority in that, like this is an order or something, that'd be better. But I guess this is all I can ask for from a fucking Canadian. So
Wow.
he looks like he's about to argue, but he kind of locks eyes on your shoulder boards, and then deflates a little bit and gives you a quick Hitler salute, and then just stands there.
Good boy.
All right, I'll head back to the group. I'll head say here. Here. Yeah. Okay, so I do.
Fire
I
over
do
there.
think that we should probably take one of us, or maybe one of the pioneers, should take the doctor and get him out of here. Because if something goes down, if we try to bluff this guy, the doctor might actually yell in that we are not. Sorry, that he's on their side and say something. He might yell. He might spill the beans, basically. So,
Spill what beans?
well, if we're gonna hide from him the fact that there was an outbreak or that we're here to figure it out, he will tell them.
Oh, feel free to talk, Doctor. I'm sure they're
I
going
thought
to be
we-
very
hold on.
interested in hearing what you've been doing here.
Well, hold on. I thought we were supposed. I thought you didn't want them to know why we're here.
Well, I don't particularly. I mean, it doesn't matter. We've got the authority, so I don't want them to know. But I doubt the doctor's gonna be like, yes. So about these zombies we've been raising, he's not gonna do that. Is he?
About that
Crazy.
thing we did.
Yeah,
We should
he
make
was
sure
trying
that
to
we have
stop
the
us from
authority.
fucking-
By making sure that our orders are newer. We don't know that for sure. We can compare dates.
Well,
Other-
ours are realer.
Okay. Actually,
Yeah.
there's that.
Yeah,
Can
we
we
need to be
actually
able to prove that though.
can we actually compare dates on the top of the piece of paper, Arch? The two papers.
It will not matter in this case because your orders differ. You are here to investigate the facility. They are here to guard the facility. Unless you can give them a good reason as to why the alarms are blaring, your orders are not in conflict. They're not assuming you're the hostiles here. They're the guard forces, and the alarms are blaring.
Oh right, okay.
Why are we
Just
still
tell them
to
getting
guard-
in?
Exactly. So this is why I wanted to say yes, there was an outbreak, but we've handled it.
Yes, guard outside.
So
I'm
I
glad
think
you showed up. Guard the outside.
before the doctor opens his fat mouth, we should probably take, say, one of the pioneers and have him escorted away. If that's okay.
What, the doctor?
Yes.
All right.
Out
Well, you
of
are the
earshot.
boss man, Dev, so if you
Yep.
issue the orders,
Okay,
he will
yeah.
follow.
Just put him in the other room, out of earshot.
Doesn't look
All right.
suspicious, gone.
Well, they can't see that.
Oh, that's lucky.
Okay.
He takes the doctor into an adjoining room.
Yep. And then we can come around the corner again. All five of us this time, just to show that we have the numbers.
Damn.
Yeah.
And then kill him.
Not very
Wait, no.
diplomatic, if I must say so myself.
If these people don't come back, that will probably that will definitely complicate things. If Herrshaw, for reasons that are justified or not, sends these people here and they don't come back and are never seen or heard from again, then that will not make our lives easier.
All right, Dev, you have to
Yes?
call them meine Junge. That's something I remember from learning German. That means my boy.
My boy. No, I'm not going to do that.
My
Um,
boy.
I think now we just tell them that there was a minor outbreak. We handled it. There's no the alarm has already been settled. It's a settled issue.
Listen, we've got the WHO on the line. They'll confirm that we handled it. We're being completely transparent.
Because if they're not thinking we're hostile, then we don't need to open hostilities. All right, so I will. Yeah, there you go.
All right. Archer waits silently for Dev to get in character and speaks to them properly.
Okay. All right. I'll say yes. The alarm's going off. We can all hear it. There was a minor outbreak. However, there's no need for you guys to be here because we have already handled the situation. And I'm sure the alarm will turn off any moment.
Very reassuring.
Hey,
Dev,
I
when
don't
are
know
you
where
going to
the
resign from being the
Sure.
captain?
I know
have
it's a
no
little
idea about this.
anti-democratic, but if we vote again for who's in charge, that's more democracy, right?
Yes.
We got some fan art that was unreleased by Psycho Lightning, or Lightning Psycho, the other day. He's the guy who did the amazing portraits for us.
There's actually been a lot of fan
starting
art.
to, I'm starting
to
to like
go
the
through
idea
it
of term limits more and more.
Yeah.
Term limits.
Tell me about it.
Yeah, how many weeks is your term?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll just tell them that yes, the alarm's going off. There was a minor outbreak. We've already handled it.
That's really cool.
You may guard the outside. There's no need for you to be here, but thank you for showing up. Polite and diplomatic, and just convincing them to be about their business somewhere else.
Okay.
Yeah, we can't have more people running into the building. We gotta
Also,
One day.
there's the potential for an outbreak. So.
Where did the new fan
Yes.
art start? 4/18/2020. Okay, we'll start from there next.
There's a whole bunch of it back there.
Yeah, no,
sounds
I'm
good.
doing the backlog of fan art right now.
I like Sargon. I'm helping as he stabs a guy.
He's liberating him. Wait,
Simon
do we
is
show
rather
that? I
brutal
can't
in
remember.
how he acts. This is true.
Fuck it, we'll show that. We'll start from there. Don't show hentai.
So I got
come
my
on.
Alright.
bold.
The man looks at you somewhat quizzically
Mhm.
and asks, first and foremost, you say there has been an outbreak. What is the manner or the nature of this occurrence?
Classified.
Classified. I was actually thinking that before you
Classified.
said it, but yeah,
Oh, good.
classified.
Fucking thank
Yeah.
God. Yeah.
So are we trying to keep info from Rashar by keeping these guys out, essentially?
Yep.
Right, that makes sense. Well, it classified like they might have actual access to that information with the authority they already have.
We lose nothing by
They don't
saying
have real
classified.
authority.
I
guess
actually
we'll
have
find out.
I have a feeling this entire facility doesn't have real authority, but nonetheless,
Mm.
classified.
Classified. Soon to be pacified.
All right. Right. He looks you over. As the forces assigned to guarding this facility, it is of vital importance that we are made aware of any and all security threats. This is well within our powers as the guarding forces.
Classified.
That. Oh, Dev, can I answer that?
Okay, I have a good answer, but okay, go ahead.
Okay. No, go on.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm just going to say to him that there's absolutely nothing that his men can do against an airborne pathogen that could possibly be infecting him right now. His job is to protect the facility from invasion, nothing more.
That's a
Yeah,
nice
technically-
big fat bluff right there.
Technically,
I don't
guarding
think that is
something
a
does not
bluff.
involve
Am I
going inside
bluffing?
it.
I think that is a bluff, yes.
I mean that. What are you talking
Wait,
about?
how is that a bluff, actually?
Yeah.
There's no. You don't know there's an airborne pathogen. You
We don't have
no
to
way
know
of
it, we
knowing
just
that
have to
be
believe it.
infecting him.
Okay, so what? Persuasion?
Since you're
Wait,
trying
so
to
it
kind
was-
of
so-
scare him off here, I think actually you might be trying to intimidate him.
Okay.
So
See-
was it the airborne part of
Hang on,
that that made it a
intimidation
bluff?
and what? Resolve?
Resolve. I mean, that sounds all right.
Okay.
But resolve for what? Resolve to.
The sort of
Right.
strength, the sort of the force with which I'm going to be saying it. So I mean this very
Mm.
seriously, So talking to him on like a more human level, like there's a danger.
Also, Sargon's got a high resolve, so give that to him.
Yes, and that reason too.
I don't know, Sargon. You sure you don't want to go for one of the others? Like, what do you have the lowest in?
Well, I realise that's what Arch would choose, but go on.
It's like, I'm almost tempted to say strength, not a strength of arms, but a strength of purpose, like being strident about
That's what
I think
resolve is.
That
Yeah,
is
that's
pretty
resolve,
much.
yeah.
That's
Eh,
resolved.
That's why I took resolve as a skill, an attribute.
Was it though?
Now, I'm
Yes,
going to be
it
very helpful
was.
to the party here and suggest that manipulation is a thing that we've almost never used.
Yeah, it's literally firm determination to do something.
From determination to tell a lie, though. Maybe.
It's part of the
Right.
bluff.
That is
We can
the
use that now. Resolve and persuasion.
Oh, okay.
All right, intimidation. I said, didn't I? Yes.
Oh, fuck's
sorry.
sake. Well, fine.
I forgot.
Oh, that's excellent.
Yeah, I'll take
That's
it.
8 degrees.
9 degrees. Oh, yeah, 8 degrees. Sorry.
We can take the first one if you'd like that extra dice.
No, thank you for making me use that stat. I agree with you. I think you're correct.
All right. That is 8 degrees of success, isn't it?
The Nazi officer immediately shits himself.
How do you know he's a Nazi?
Oh,
How do you know
pretty
he's a
Assuming his
he?
political fucking
Oh,
situation.
I shouldn't be so judgmental. You're right, Arch. I'm only a
Yeah.
Nazi after all.
The new artwork's pretty good.
That was what is the piece titled? Conflict of Authority. I'll pull it up again.
Conflict of Authority. That's a good title. It could be a painting, that.
Good job, Lemon.
Bureaucracy.
Dev busy rules lawyering against the bloody NPCs.
Okay. Let's see how good the officer's resolve is, then. Will he tell Sargon to get fucked, or will he coof at him? Who knows? Right. You find it difficult to read his expression behind the mask, but you notice a little bit of an inclination to his neck, like he's kind of looking around a little bit, like, is it actually dangerous to be here?
Well, I'm of the opinion that it is.
Opinions.
We're protecting you by not letting you in, after all. You're
All right.
welcome.
He then straightens back up again and says, "That may be as it is. There may be no necessity for us to venture further into the facility, but we must at least talk to the doctor in charge to reassure ourselves that he's not being held against his will by any strange, suspicious third parties. I'm sure you too would want to locate him for that purpose."
He understands what we just said. We can't just bring people out and they can chat, right?
You know, what part of guard includes interrogate?
What part of airborne pathogen escapes him? Like, we can't just start
part of
bringing
that is
people in
there
and
are
out.
5 strange people that seem to have taken over a facility they're supposed to be safeguarding, and they have not seen a single member of the staff. That's
Okay.
the part.
Bring the
They're in
doctor out.
quarantine.
I think the doctor will snitch.
I don't think that's a good
I hope
idea.
so. I don't think you will, but let's do it.
I mean,
I'll
the,
know
the
what doctor's
alternative
gonna
is to
say.
say that the doctor was one of the infected. We can't bring him out because he's dead.
No, that looks way too stodgy, and it'd be a lie. Just bring the doctor out. What's he going to say?
All right, I'll say. All right.
Help! I'm being held against my will. Call the
We're not holding
police.
him
Call the
against his
ambulance. Call the K9 unit.
We'll go fetch him then. That's good. We'll leave a few. Here, Sargon, you've had the most interaction with the doctor. You go grab him.
Yeah, okay. I'll walk off, go get the doctor, and say these gentlemen would like to have a word with you about your work here. Are you interested in telling them what you've been doing here?
Okay. Sargon's trying to be a sneaky little fuck, isn't he? Yes, he is.
No, I'm just asking the guy what's the deal. My character's got 4 intelligence, so it's not like I'm an idiot.
Oh, I think you're trying to be sneaky, Sargon, and good on you.
Yeah, I was gonna say, why is that bad?
Oh,
Well, it's not bad. I'm just saying, Sargon's being sneaky, and that's a good thing. So the doctor looks at you, and he seems kind of confused. Like, you, more than anyone else, after having seen the lower floors, knows that I cannot possibly discuss the nature of our research here with outsiders, surely.
I do.
Oh.
Which is why, if these gentlemen ask you if there are any problems, you're going to say no, that we've handled everything complete to their satisfaction. There was a slight accident, but everything is fine now.
Is this
See?
Star
Sneaky
Wars? What the
little
fuck?
bitch, isn't he?
It's being taken care of. No need to
The
worry.
prison scene.
We were in fact on our way to turn off the alarm, were we not?
Of course. This is what we trained for.
oh, Sargon, actually, have the pioneer there go turn the alarm off.
Dev,
Yes.
you're in another room. Stop teleporting.
Okay.
But what does the doctor say to that?
He seems almost a little frustrated. Like he feels like, okay, maybe salvation is right there. If these guys are on his side, maybe he could get them to help him. Help him at the very least, so in some way. And here you are, like, well, to do that, you're gonna have to spill all your secrets. So he looks annoyed by this, and he very resistantly just gives you like a, you have me, sir. I cannot, in any good conscience, inform them of our research. If the only way for them to leave and not inquire further is for me to lie to them, then I must.
I will simply say that does appear to be the case, Doctor. Let's go.
Sargon has a real talent for this whole extortion thing.
Being a Nazi. Okay.
One species is right.
What?
Okay, so no. That's
Unfathomable.
yeah. A, he's not right about anything. But B, that's fine. I think. Okay, let's we'll go see what the doctor says to what's the guy's commander again? Raz Shah's men.
All right. You bring out the doctor. The man at the head of the 2 armed SS men locks eyes with him and gives him a brief nod. Doctor, we came as soon as we were alerted to the incident. These gentlemen here claim that there has been a minor accident, a breach of security, but they're also claiming that they have it under control and that they do not need our services. He then rests his hand a little subtly but noticeably on his pistol's holster and asks the doctor further, are these men here with your permission, Herr Doctor? And the doctor looks incredibly nervous, like he's visibly sweating, but he makes an effort to kind of shape up and put some steel in his voice as he responds, yes, Herr Cologne. They have arrived here with our permission, and they have indeed been most helpful in subduing a minor contaminant breach. It's nothing to worry about. They will undoubtedly leave soon, and we will finish up the evacuation measures. This is nothing of any note. I will, of course, submit my own personal report to Herr Shah, so you need not make any reports on your side.
I'm going to smile at him smugly. Trump style.
Yes.
Will you smuckle a little bit?
Not yet.
Not
Yeah,
yet.
Don't bring out the
I'm
big
saving that for a reserve.
Preparing for it, but not yet.
Yeah. Tactical smuggles whenever necessary.
All right. Okay, he definitely does look a little dejected, like he was clearly expecting something from the doctor there, and he does not appear to have gotten it.
Oh, dear.
So he looks over your band of misfits one last time, and then a little bit irately he turns away to his men and motions for them to follow him as they begin to leave the premises.
Excellent.
Now, one
well,
of
but-
you.
Hang on. So after they leave the premises, I'm just going to put my arm around the doctor's shoulder and start walking away from the door and saying, "Doctor, I'm on your side."
Well, we'll see if we get to that point, won't we?
Oh, sorry again.
One of you, we are going to have a reflex test now. Who wants to volunteer?
I'll volunteer.
Well,
Oh no,
hold
Rags,
up.
you've got fucking.
Let me double check and make sure because I think my reflexes are quite good. So a reflex test would be
Awareness
Uh,
wits.
my
What?
awareness is 4, my wits is 3. So yeah, I've got 7 dice for awareness wits.
Wouldn't it be athletics wits? If it's,
Or-
if it's
No,
reflexes.
it's
Or
noticing
dexterity?
and reacting quickly to an unexpected happenstance.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah, that'll get. I have got 7 die for that. One of my better ones. So an awareness wits. I'm gonna go ahead and re-roll the 5, 2, and 2. Okay.
All right.
So 5, 2, and 2. Excellent. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Is certainly pretty good, all right. So, what have we got here? Your original roll was a 3 degrees, then you added in a further 4 there for a total of 7, correct?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So, whilst everybody else is having their eyes on the men beginning to leave the premises, Rags notices a bit of a smell, he does. The doctor is very nervous and twitchy. And as you're watching him, he seems like he's about to shout out something, and he begins to raise his right arm as if he's about to call out. Would you like to take an action?
I will put a hand on his arm and to prevent him from raising it, and I'll essentially say, like, now, doctor, no need to complicate things. Let's get this taken care of so you can write your report, just like you said.
That's a great response.
Am I the only one who heard Rag say, "I will sensually," rather than,
Well, rather than essentially.
yes?
I mean, whatever gets the job done.
yeah. I mean, who's fussy at this
Wow.
at a time like this?
It's not fussy, but I like the idea of him leaning in, just whispering in his ear, like, now.
Now, doctor.
This will complicate your report. Reconsider, darling. All right. The doctor looks a little bit shocked and frightened, like he just he snaps his head around to look at you, and he like the resistance immediately goes out of him, and he just kind of slumps, defeated. Right. The 3 men are out of the building, and the poor doctor has once again been scared and abused.
Yeah. Now I'll put my arm around the doctor's shoulder, lead him away, and say, "Doctor, we're on your side. Please calm down."
See, this is the whole the spiral of abuse, isn't it? Like first
Yes.
you beat him, and then you go like, "Oh, why did you make me do that?"
We haven't beaten him.
Yes.
We've been very restrained, I think. All things considered.
I will ask the doctor if he needs to change his pants again.
How very kind and thoughtful of you, Deb.
Oh,
How many pairs do you have here?
Oh, he sleeps here quite often, you know, busy office work.
So we'll primarily go and turn off the alarm.
Right. Yep. He can easily guide you towards his office where the alarm is kept so that you can turn it off. His office is, of course, the schwanky one right here. Look at it.
Ooh.
Adorable. Right. And he goes over to his chair and reaches underneath the desk.
Mhm.
And switches off the alarm.
Good. Every faith in you, Doctor. See? Just give him a smile.
Every faith.
I thought the alarm was on the top floor.
This is the top
Sure.
floor.
Yeah, we're there.
Also, I thought this was the waiting room for the entrance to the building.
There is.
It's all underground. Yeah, it's a one-floor building with a bunch of basements.
Oh, because the picture we were shown had a bunch of stories, so I guess I was confused.
Yeah, but that looks cuter. You
All
don't
right.
you don't see a secret hideout with like one floor above ground. Be suspicious.
Okay.
This is our research facility.
Well, ours.
It's ours now.
Yeah.
I suppose that is true. Yes.
Yeah, sure.
Right. Okay. So let's get him to tell us the rest of the stuff that's going on. I'll pull out my notebook as I'm continuing to make notes, and say, "Lead on, Doctor."
Has the poor doctor gone through enough?
Nope.
What's he
Well,
gone
I
through?
can. We can also just direct the men to continue compiling the files and searching. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But I want a personal tour from the Doctor.
All right.
You just want the poor man to be sad, don't you?
No,
we
he
wanna
just needs to
learn.
understand
We
that
wanna
he is a
expand our
human
horizon.
and I'm a vampire, and that makes us different.
Racial supremacy. I see. Well,
Oh, in the Nazi Party of all places. Christ.
places.
I can't believe it.
I'm just saying,
Oh,
if all Germans
no.
were the same, we wouldn't be in this position.
All right. Well, I'm sure you can give the good doctor a nice long briefing on the virtues of the German race at some point.
Oh,
But
yeah.
first, for him spilling the guts, he's been resistant the whole way through, but he's frankly starting to feel like this isn't really his day today.
Nope.
Could have gone better. A lot of this could frankly have gone a lot better.
Yeah.
Well, he'll have his tomorrow, so that's more than a lot of people can say when they meet us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Has the song Tomorrow been written yet?
It wasn't in that Orphan movie.
That orphan movie? Possibly.
Yeah, I don't know.
Hey, I feel pretty sure we were forced to watch that movie at school, so I
Little
think
Orphan
it was in
Annie?
color, too.
Wasn't that it? Orphan
Annie, yes.
Annie.
That was in the 80s, I think.
Yeah, they did a remake of it.
Right, so he can't even, tell himself tomorrow then. Okay. Sad day. Right. He slumps over his desk and he begins spilling the proverbial beans.
Mhm.
So would
How
you
many
like me
notes
to
more of those beans?
would you like to ask him questions, or should I just start?
Just go ahead and start from the beginning.
Exposition dump. Here we go.
Hey,
Right.
while this is all occurring, I'd like to stand by the door and be listening outside, like just listening.
Oh,
at-
okay.
at the
Like
door
making
for
sure no
anything
one sneaks
happening.
up.
All right.
Yep.
I wonder if the doctor's a fan of literature. If so, I mean, I could convince him to spill even more beans. Look, this
But not the
book
big bean.
says-
Right, let's just hear what he has to say.
Like the man hasn't suffered enough. All right. Exposition begin, I suppose. So he starts with his meeting between himself and Raz Shah. The doctor was carrying out research back in Berlin, but nothing particularly interesting. He was just a normal research doctor, cultivating bacterial tests and such on. He'd been inscripted into the war effort to try and figure out better ways to synthesize petrol. The boring shit. and he hated it. He even let slip a few hints that he's not really that devoted of a national socialist, really.
Hmm.
But when Raz appeared, he asked for the doctor specifically. And he professed to be a great admirer of his work. And he describes you this full on fucking fairy tale encounter, practically. You know, full on Disney movie. Like, he was completely charmed by this person to the point of starting to wonder, do I really like women? Or maybe, just maybe, I'm all for sausage.
Why not
Okay.
both?
Okay, Sargon, or I guess I could do it since I have a cult as well. Can we roll a cult to see if that describes any kind of vampiric power or like otherworldly power, like a dominate or something? Or something that non-vampires would use that's similar
Wait.
to dominate?
It seems quite obvious that it is.
Yeah, but maybe we could learn the exact power, though.
Okay, I'll roll my cult.
Yep, you can absolutely roll for that. Cult intelligence.
Okay.
Or would it be wits? Because it's trying to decipher, like, his story.
Intelligence.
Okay, fine.
I'll take that for 9
Right,
degrees
I'm not
of
even going to
success.
bother fucking counting that.
It's what I'm actually good at.
Right, yes, from his description, it does indeed sound as he's been placed under some form of spell of the mind. And it does sound awfully similar to a vampiric power or something akin to it that a half-remembered friend of the party was once overly fond of utilizing at every single possibility.
Hmm.
All right. Sounds good.
Anything else?
I'll
Well,
wait
what are
till
they
he's
doing
done his spiel, I guess.
Yeah.
Okay. So, whilst Raz was charming him ever so thoroughly, he began to talk to the doctor about one of his projects, how he had been granted a great deal of privilege within the state to conduct his own research. And the doctor looks a bit confused at this point. Like, he had that glow of a zealot, you know, somebody talking about something they're really passionate about, just blurting it out.
Hmm.
And then suddenly he just kind of stops and he looks confused and distraught for a second as he says, you know, I can't quite remember what research he was talking about. Like, he gets this kind of foggy look in his eyes, like, you know that feeling you get when you're like, I know this, and you just can't
Yeah.
quite put your finger on it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the name of that Orphan movie.
The name of that Orphan movie, yeah. So that battle between Hannibal and Scipio.
Yeah.
Yes. And he just
Zama.
kind of...
I remember it this time.
Yes, indeed. He kind of shakes it off and continues his story. Regardless, I was assigned to this facility, and Hashai himself was present with us for much of the early days. The breakthroughs we made under his personal tutelage. He taught us so much that we had never even imagined to be possible about the human biology. We were at the verge of conquering death itself, I believe. And then he simply left. He didn't inform any one of us where he was going or why he was leaving. We were all very concerned that we had disappointed him in some way. And then the instructions came down that the experiments were to be cancelled and that our lab was to be disassembled. Despite all of our progress, it would seem that it had not been enough to gain the notice of what Shah referred to as the gentleman in Berlin. It was so baffling to all of us. We had done everything he had asked. All of our achievements was for naught, and he didn't even seem upset about it. He seemed content. All he said was that his research into the bonds was complete, and now he was simply just moving on.
Perhaps a breakthrough elsewhere rendered all this stuff unnecessary.
Maybe. Is that something you're actually saying to him, or just a?
Just between us.
All right. But yes, he then just talks about the procedures on how they started, tearing down the laboratories, and how everyone was shocked by this turn of event. Frankly, he doesn't go into any detail about the experiments themselves right now, but that seems to be less because of a lack of willingness to talk about it, and more because he doesn't really know where to start.
Okay, so if he were nearly conquering death, I assume that the risen dead are the result of his experiments. Correct?
All right. Yeah, he nods his head and says, yes. The ghouls, as we refer to them, named after the very place upon which the laboratory was built, the Ghoul Hill. Fanciful name. None of us really understood why he picked this, but as the nature of the research became more apparent, it became less of a joke, did it not? They were our first major and undisputed breakthrough, something impossible, and yet still achieved with such frightening ease. The laboratory has only been operational for 3 months, and yet we have done something that, by all accounts, modern science would consider impossible. I think that will give you an inclination of to what an absolutely brilliant individual Hashar was.
How many of
Even
these did he tell you
today-
to make?
How many zombies?
Yes.
I didn't specify any number. We simply continued to produce them, making small adjustments and improvements as time went on. I believe we have some 6,000 at last count, stored and shipped out already.
Shipped
out
out.
to where? Where were they shipped to?
He doesn't seem to quite know, and it seems to disturb him that he doesn't. He kind of shakes his head like, I never thought to ask.
Really?
Who did he talk to about the shipping? We know those connections.
Again, he gets that foggy look in his eyes, as if he should know this. Like, he's the boss of this facility. He's the one organizing everything. And yet he just shakes his head. I don't know. I never asked.
Well, then who came to collect them? What were they like?
Again, they came at night time. They were let in by the night shift, overseen by the guards, and then they left.
Do you have any documentation regarding these? All this stuff? Papers or confirmation of orders?
He does.
Good.
Well, we'd like to look at them, please.
Yeah. You can't remember. Well, that's why we keep records.
Indeed. Right. He rifles through his desk, and then he pulls out a sheet, and he looks at it as if to be like to assure himself this is the correct one, and then he hands it to you guys, saying, yes, here they are. This is the documentation showing all of the shipments and deliveries and the receiving personnel.
Okay. Just get them to point out which ones they are so we can see where it went.
The document he handed to you is now in the thingy-bob.
Oh.
The tab where I gave you the mission instructions.
It's
for some
empty.
reason it's empty for me.
Documentation. It seems to be blank.
Arch is like, exactly my point.
Yeah, it's blank.
See, Kyle can be sharp occasionally.
Occasionally.
It's
I'm always onto your shenanigans. He really wants to hit that point home hard, by the way. If you can't tell.
So the paper is just a black piece of paper.
It's completely blank. It's got the usual, lines where you're supposed to add signatures, etc. It looks like an official document, but there's nothing written on it.
Okay, I'm gonna hold the paper up to the doctor and say, "Can you read it to us, if you don't mind?"
He looks at it, of course. Well, of course, it's a notice of shipment.
Start at the top, work your way all the way down.
Yep, the whole thing, please.
All right. He seems confused. Like he focuses on it and he starts reading.
Okay, let's write it down as he goes.
Make notes in
All
my
right.
notebook.
The words that are coming out at first you think might be French or Russian or English. Like you feel like you can catch occasional phrases of it.
We'll translate it later, no problem. Just keep going.
So we can't recognize the language. We're just writing this down phonetically as he's saying it.
Presumably, yes.
A few
So
of us can speak some of those languages.
Yeah, I can speak Russian and English.
Yeah, same.
You catch the occasional word. One of them is fire.
Toasty
Okay.
bits.
Another word is. Does anyone know? Okay, how do I do this?
Okay, who is writing this down? Dev, party leader.
Sargon is actually.
No, you are.
Dev, you're the
You-
party leader. Okay, as the
But
party
you
leader,
have the
to
notepad
keep...
though.
Metaphorically, my character's doing it, but in reality, you're doing it.
Yes.
Am I?
The
You're
party
the
leader
bureaucrat.
should be keeping tabs and everything, but the other players should
Yeah.
also be taking notes themselves. Personally, I'm too fucking lazy, so, Dev, come on. He's like, what
Right.
the fuck?
Rags.
yes,
You are one of those little sniffy boys. Well, it's your
I'm very
animalistic
sniffy.
side.
A little
there's
bit like Biden.
specialty in it.
How about you roll me a wits awareness?
Sure. Awareness with some wits in there. Doop-doo. Because this is my specialty, I do get a 1 modifier, right?
Yes, you do.
Excellent. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 degrees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
That's still pretty good.
6.
5
5 degrees of success.
Is it 4?
5.
6, 4. No, 4.
There's the
minus
10
1,
is
remember?
4, then the 6, then the 9, then you take 1 away. So that's 5.
Yes,
I rolled
5,
a
excuse
6.
me.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5. All right, Rags, you smell burning.
Do I see the paper burning?
You do not see the paper burning.
What does it smell like burning? Things smell different when they burn.
Building.
Well, the walls are concrete, so they're unlikely to burn immediately. It smells like textured fabric.
Carpet?
Carpet.
What we're standing on is carpet.
Maybe you should open the door and take a look.
Yeah, I am gonna take a look outside, and I'm gonna let me take a look
Wait,
outside.
our pioneers have got flamethrowers. Maybe you should
Surely they wouldn't.
Maybe they're burning down the
Opens
building.
door.
maybe they have
burns
good
them.
reason to do so. Let's not judge them. Let's find out what's going on.
Let's not judge them.
Maybe
Well,
they're just
oh,
being a
like
little
that.
treacherous,
I'm gonna
Why? I'm not assuming treachery.
More
from our
than
own
likely,
men.
the enemy is now burning the evidence.
what enemy?
Well,
internal
we'll
enemy.
find out. So I smell fire. Something smells like textured fabrics burning. I'm gonna peek my head out the door, open it up, and see if there's anything in the hallway.
I like that idea. You just see Hans with a flamethrower barbecuing dinner, just like, yeah?
Of course, Arch
What?
brings in a
Maybe you got
flamethrower.
attacked by
Why
There
more
was
not?
a
zombies or something.
spider.
It's like it was a spider, my
It's
now.
a spider. We have to take no
No.
chances.
We are gonna take so many penalties if we have to fight a flamethrower. It's not even fucking funny. It's not even-
Right, but no. Joking aside, you open the door, and there's a fire starting to rise up on the other side of the door.
Coming from the carpet.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
I instantly call to the pioneers in the hallway and tell them to grab an extinguisher as quickly as possible, or to put out this fire.
All right.
Is it real though? It's a
Is it
spell.
real though?
Is it a magical spell? Are we finally seeing some magical spells? Arch?
Well, whether I know it or not, I believe there's a real fire.
I know.
and instinctively,
Yeah.
no,
I
you're doing the
call
right
out to
thing.
the two
Actually,
pioneers.
shouldn't
And
you
if-
be
Then
taking
shut
a?
up, Kibbs.
No, shouldn't you be
Let
taking
him
a
do the
roll?
right thing.
Hold on, shouldn't we all be taking
Sorry, on
rolls for seeing
2020.
fire?
Shut up, Kibbs. There you go.
Sorry, you shut the fuck up, you whore! Fuck you!
Stop interrupting him. Let him do
I
it.
would love for this input value thing to go away. That would be super. This is just a roll for trying to make
We
this
should be
go
taking
away.
a frenzy test, though.
Shut up and just let him call the guy. Why don't you just be quiet?
Why do you have against the most reasonable thing possible?
Yeah.
Excellent point, Dev. Frenzy test it is.
Wait, I didn't say it.
You're welcome, Dev. I'm just doing Dev's job. You guys are clearly slacking here. You're welcome, by
problem
I'm
the
not
is
way.
Dev
slacking.
does.
I see a fire and I'm like, put out the fire.
Well, no,
Yeah.
first
No,
you're doing...
these walls are just made of plasterboard,
First,
right?
you're like frenzy test. Do frenzy test, then you can do that.
How about shut up?
No, it's more amusing if you do
Hold
your
on,
No,
frenzy
I'm with
test.
Rags. How about shut up?
Yeah, how about shut the fuck up?
Start doing your rolls.
To be fair, that is the rules. Yes, when it comes to fire for vampires.
Well, if
Okay,
the GM doesn't notice it, then let's just get on with it.
Oh, cheater.
I
I'm not
didn't say it.
cheating. I literally don't even know that this is a thing.
And more to the point, it's not cheating. What it means is that the circumstance didn't immediately call for that. You only need to roll a dice if the outcome is in doubt. If Rags sees a fire, he's like, "Oh, I'm gonna get a fire, fucking, but put the fire out." That
Yeah.
seems like an outcome that is not in doubt. That seems.
Yeah, you only roll die when the outcome isn't certain.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
fire.
if that's the case, it's fire and vampires. So the
Yeah,
outcome
so
is
you'll be rolling
always-
dice
it's
regardless.
Always uncertain. Yep. Because you could in fact just collapse into a pile of tears.
Could you please let Arch rules lawyer his own campaign?
Okay.
Good job, Dev, by the way.
This is excellent.
This is.
Right. No, frenzy test was a wonderful idea. I like it.
All right, what's a fucking frenzy test?
That's a great question, Rags. Frenzy waits for every vampire, constant threat to their fragile peace. Blah blah blah, edgy emo shit, blah blah blah.
It's
Blah,
a
blah,
button
blah.
down by hunger, Rags.
More edgy emo shit.
Okay.
God,
Does
there's an
it-
awful lot of edgy emo shit.
What is it? Is it modified by like humanity or something?
Willpower test. That's what it is.
All right.
Now, if this was a good manual, it would then be like, this is what a willpower test is, but it isn't, so... Okay, right, so you just roll a number of dice according to your current willpower pool.
So the ones I have available or what my max is?
Available.
Okay, so that's 2 right now. So let's see. So I roll 2 dice. Correct?
Yep. All of
Okay.
you, by the way. Fire, dangerous. Freak out.
Oh right,
Is-
sorry, I wasn't paying attention to where it was.
Well, there is a frenzy button at the bottom that'll do it.
Oh, very.
Alright,
cool.
Yeah,
Let's
my
see.
character hasn't noticed the fire.
Input
My
value.
character has. Wait, do you have to roll
So-
awareness to notice?
To be fair, none of us have except for Rags. We don't know what's going on.
Well, I got a
So-
4.
I mean, the fire's kind of close, though.
4
So
degrees of
it
success.
automatically fills in willpower at my max.
Oh, it's coming inside, guys. Holy shit.
Is that supposed to be? Are we supposed to use the max?
The fire heard that and decided to launch a sneak attack.
Oh, shit,
Okay.
Nibba.
Papier and the bitter.
Um,
Does the
So-
fire have papers to be in here?
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, my dice are more important.
Holy shit! Those are
that was
two.
one, Dev.
Oh, I have to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
Dev's
7.
gonna explode.
7.
Yeah. I'm just
Rip
gonna
Dev.
jump into the fire and disappear.
Why?
So I have 5 degrees of success.
All right. So, I think it is supposed to be your current willpower. I'll fucking need to look at that.
Yeah, because when I press the frenzy button,
It
it
fills it out.
as what my max willpower was.
And that, I mean, they would do that for a reason, one would assume.
And
Yeah,
we remember
seems
we
fair.
do have superficial damage to willpower, which is what we take when we expend it for rerolls. It's not like aggravate
Yeah.
willpower damage. So would aggravate willpower damage lower our max for these?
Sounds reasonable to me.
And according to the manual, I can find no mention of a willpower test beyond take a willpower test. I fucking hate this thing so much.
Well, if that's the case, I should probably redo my roll because I put it at 2 instead of 4.
Because, yeah, it asked me for 5, and there's a difference between superficial and aggravate willpower damage. So I guess it's what you
Yeah.
have that isn't aggravate damage.
Okay. Yeah, then you just plug in your humanity in. Okay, so I'll do that again, thankfully, since that was a terrible roll. Much better.
Oh, that is much better. That's way better.
So, I take it we're all generally okay and haven't spurged out.
Is there actually a fire in here, just so we're clear?
One would find out.
In this room?
Haven't you all spurged out, though? That's a good question.
Oh, that's the
No.
castle. I suppose.
I'm still looking for that fucking what willpower test is in this piece of shit manual.
Yeah, I'm looking around. There are 168 mentions of willpower in the book.
Yep. I'm 125 now.
I'll start at the bottom and work my way up, I guess.
What about
Gold.
willpower test? I mean, doesn't that?
No, I already looked up willpower test. There's no mentions of willpower test in the manual.
Oh.
Beyond
Okay.
saying, take a willpower test. Yes, it's
So
it's
let
great.
me try page 122.
I wrote my own manual. Kind of solved this
12
problem.
rules for willpower. Characters may spend 1 point of it, etc. Just characters not spend 1 3 or hunger dice.
Yeah, I feel really stupid about writing my rule book based on the principle of keep it simple, stupid.
See pages 157 to 158.
So
yeah, because
I think what a willpower test is just the roll that says willpower by your willpower meter. Like I'll just roll it right there. Willpower roll.
So
Yeah.
mine would be it's still automatically put as I so okay, let me do a test. Let me test this. Let me put an
Okay.
aggravate willpower. What's showing up
Yeah,
as
try that.
Okay, so if I put an aggravate, it's still 5. If I take it off completely, it's still 5. What if I fill them up? Because I'm trying to see how the page essentially treats it. It seems to always be 5. Let me turn those back to superficial. So what's the difference then between superficial willpower and aggravate? Is it just how difficult it is to get back?
Yes, essentially.
Because you can, so if I take a nap, I get superficial willpower back. If I get aggravate willpower, I have to do other stuff. Take
Yes.
a will, because it always seems to say 5, even if I completely. Let me remove all my willpower as if I haven't even filled out the stat and see what it does. Still goes to 5 as the default.
It's probably because you put max WP at 5.
Oh yeah, it does have max. So if I change that to 6, it would roll to cancel that roll, exit out. It's still showing 5 even if I put max willpower to 6. Maybe 5 is just the default that it enters, but it doesn't do that for modifiers. That's always 0. Let me reload the page here, because I have an input value that's just kind of hovering translucently on my page, so maybe that's carrying over. Who owns Vampire the Masquerade? Is it Paizo, or is it? No, it's World of Darkness, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I could tell this wasn't fucking written by Paizo.
Okay, I
Let's
did
see.
find this on the wiki. It says when rolling willpower, the permanent trait is used, not the temporary trait. So
Ah.
that
Okay.
means your max, not what you currently have.
Well, that explains
Ah.
why the editor just fills it in for you.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Star Wars. You need a wiki to explain everything that's happening that wasn't in the
Mm.
film that you need to know.
Yeah, I've been looking now. I cannot find
I can't either.
an explanation of willpower test.
Yeah, what I've noticed in this book is that it's using terms that were in previous rule books from previous editions, and it just expects you to know them.
Which is
This is
super
what I'm
useful
looking
if this is your first book.
Every time they say, like, okay, do this, there's a hyperlink in the manual to that fucking thing. Like, roll this. Okay, here's a hyperlink explaining how you do this thing.
Not terribly useful.
Okay, fine.
Yeah, because
We'll
I got
just
my
do max willpower.
that seems to be it.
Oh, at
which
the
is-
same time, Arch, on page 119.
Dev, before you go any further,
Yeah,
does this help us or hurt us?
probably hurts us.
You know, then don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's too late now. 119.
Jurgen, tell him about the little voice in people's head that most people have.
Yeah, it develops usually after the age of about 5 in most people, but then there are some for whom it does not.
If
And
the
they
storyteller
generally shouldn't
calls
be
for
put in charge of a
roll
party.
using a tracker, the dice pool equals the current undamaged pool of that trait, not the tracker's full rate.
I can't believe the wiki lied to us.
Right.
So which one?
Your
So
current willpower, then.
That is actually what I rolled for already.
Right, Dev.
Yep.
You are freaking out pretty fucking bad.
Yep. I figured.
Like, proper pretty fucking bad. Let's see. Who are you next to? Right. No one. Right.
Is the doctor still reading, by the way?
Kyle.
Oh no, is Lolly attacking? Oh shit.
If Lolly's attacking you first. Kyle, you got 4, which means you are fine.
Okay.
Rags, you got 4. Yes, you're fine as well.
oh, that's good.
Uzulu is fine too. Sargon, Jewel, yes, there you go. 4. Yes, you're fine as well.
Good.
But the doctor.
All right. You all look at the fire and you think like, oh shit, fire. And it seems to be spreading strangely and unnaturally. Like it seems to be leaping from the carpets. Meanwhile, the doctor behind you, you can hear another word, cage. And whilst that's happening, you can all cast a little look over at the little girl there. And, well... She seems intent on getting out of this room, regardless of what stands in her way. In fact, the pistols are in her hands now.
Okay. Can Rags break through the wall?
What are the walls made of?
I think it might be time for the doctor to stop reading these
Yeah, the
words
doctor
that
needs
Rashtar
to-
has put into his mind.
Yeah. He seems to be whatever
I
he's
asked
saying.
about this just now, but I didn't get a response.
Yeah, he's saying something like he's making a ritual or he's magicking something up. He's conjuring.
And if he's still talking while all this shit's going on, it's likely that he's entranced. So I'm thinking maybe I roll firearms.
Maybe you rip it from him or you shoot him.
Yeah, maybe just
One of
take
the
it
two.
off him.
Harsh.
It'd
Look,
probably be
whatever
quicker to
stops
just
the
go over there
fire.
and grab it than it would be to pull up a gun and get that ready and then aim and shoot.
Interesting.
Especially because if you grab the paper, you wouldn't have to shoot through Sargon, essentially.
There's only a chance.
So, this is one of those decisions that need to be taken within a rapid period of time. So I'm going to give you 3 minutes.
Okay. We'll
Ooh,
just
3
take-
minutes is rapid for this bunch.
Yeah. Take
Yes.
the book off him. And Rags, can you break through the wall?
Almost certainly. If I could get through those steel doors, I could plow through plywood or whatever these doors are or these walls are made up.
Oh, be my guest.
Should we restrain the lolly?
So I remember the layout of this room. We were just in this waiting area. So I'm gonna pretty much just tear a hole in the eastern wall here.
Are there no windows?
There are no windows.
Okay, I figured we would. Okay. If there are no windows, wait, is this the outside of the building?
Yeah, south should be the outside because of they left that way. I figured there'd be a window there because it's like the director's office.
All right, yeah. And if we're only a story up anyway, then it doesn't. Then yeah, if that's the wall to the outside, then I'm gonna go to the west wall, and I'm going to start plowing through. Because if we walked in this way, then I would know as we walked in if this was the corner. This is the corner of the building, correct?
No, this is not the corner of the building.
All right.
Yeah.
Is the southern wall? Is that outside?
That is outside, yes.
All right, I go to the southern wall.
2 minutes have passed.
What?
Stop the doctor. Sargon, go and take the papers.
Yeah.
do it.
Well, I thought you said you were doing it.
Oh my God.
I can't.
Fuck, I'll
Someone do it.
You were closer. You're closer.
Okay, I'll take the book off the doctor.
Okay. Are these all the actions we wish to take?
Restrain
So
lolly.
let's see. I'm at the wall. Sargon's got the book. Whoever didn't frenzy, close the door.
Yeah, I guess I'll attempt to close the door.
While you do, might be a good idea to call out to the soldiers that they need to get everyone out. There's a fire in the building now.
But mostly us.
Poor guy's
Yeah,
chained in the
you can do
basement.
that while you're closing the door.
Right. Time up. Okay, so Ranks is going to try and go through the southern wall, yes?
Yes, that's the
Yes.
outside wall.
Sargon is going to try and take away the doctor's paper because he's taken everything else away from him so far.
Yep.
Kyle is going to try and restrain the lolly, who is frothing at the mouth, wielding pistols. And Nuzulu is closing a door.
Yes.
Right. Well, Uzulu walks up to the door whilst everyone else is panicking and calmly closes it.
I do have the highest composure.
And the
Now,
easiest task.
Thank you, sir.
Why
Closing a
door?
fire, closing a door in the middle of a fire is often not easy. However,
What
Archie's giving it to me, so
Well, yeah, I mean, the oxygen feeds the fire if it's coming in, so we want to close it up because we don't have to breathe. We're good.
Yes,
That's
that's true, yeah.
Yeah.
But anyway, so what happens after that?
it's also true that if we
Strength?
opened a hole in the wall while we had the door open, then the fire would all rush out through the room towards the hole. Now it won't.
Good.
Lovely. Now, strength and I think athletics actually makes more sense.
For me to go through the wall.
Yes, for just digging through a wall.
All right. Let's see here. Where'd my
I'm
panel
presuming
go?
you're
Oh, I'm trying to
activating
do
your
that.
claws and not just punching the concrete fucking wall.
Yeah, I won't channel my inner Chris Redfield, and I'll claw through this here.
Also, notice how nice I am to say I assume you change into your claws. Otherwise, you're just like, you punch the wall, it hurts.
It hurts the
Why did you punch the
wall.
wall?
Athletic strength, right?
Yes.
Excellent. Do
Can
I
we
get a
tell what
modifier
the walls are made
for
of?
aggregate damage because of claws?
The wall doesn't really take accurate damage.
No? All right.
Doesn't bleed either.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
8, yes, that's pretty damn good. It is a thick wall, though. It's still going to take you a little while to get through, probably a couple minutes.
Is the wall made of concrete?
Yes,
Are all 4 walls made of concrete?
as far as you can see.
Concrete
Right.
walls.
Is there a ventilation system in this room?
There is.
Is it big enough for a person to fit through?
A person? Perhaps not. A lolly? Sure.
Unfortunately, our lolly is busy right now.
Yeah, she's upset.
on
Tell-
that note,
Yeah.
As we-
Deb,
Mm-hmm.
roll firearms composure.
I'm not being restrained?
Apparently,
Yeah,
Trying
you are.
to.
that
You're
happens. I assume
Oh my goodness.
after, or what's going on?
I need to spice things up a little bit. Besides, they're pea shooters. You'll be fine.
Need to spice things up. Here, let's just move stuff around a little. I
We
mean,
need
I'm
to
not really
prevent all oxygen
complaining.
getting
They're
into
just
this
fucking
room,
pea
so we need to-
shooters.
Okay, well, the player can spend a willpower point to assume control of their character for a single turn while in frenzy. So I'm going to spend a willpower and not do that.
Throw the
The
guns
rules
away.
lawyering is benefiting him this time.
Yeah.
Nice.
Can I, in fact, go in that vent then?
Crawls away, you little shit.
Yeah, I'll go
So
in.
next
Well-
turn, when you're frenzied again and you're
No,
stuck
hold
in the vent,
You're spurging out in the vent.
Okay, hold on. The terror frenzy ends when the vampire can no longer perceive any danger. So
Oh.
if there's no fire in the vent, I won't be in frenzy anymore.
okay, so here's the
If-
thing: the building is still on fire, regardless of whether or not you can see it.
Yes, but seeing it is the important part with frenzy.
Now you'll be trapped in a vent.
I'll be able to at least do something. So I'm going to go in the vent.
Do you
Where's
want
the
to
vent?
actually do
Roasting.
something, or just throw the guns away so you don't shoot anybody?
Don't throw your guns.
If
Okay,
the guns are in his hand, the next turn when he frenzies again, he will
Well, I mean,
have
if
the
you
guns
just
with him.
stand there, Dev, I'll restrain you.
Okay, I'll give you my guns then, Kibbs. Hold on to them for me.
I was just gonna
Alright.
like restrain you
you
because
may
you're gonna
take-
frenzy though.
This is the German army. We
One
can get new pistols.
action. So one thing. You can do one thing.
Okay,
Don't
so
point
I will
wasting
give
pistols. We'll just hold them
I
down.
will give I'll give Kibbs my weapons. That's my
Smart.
action.
Okay. Kyle, what would you
This
like?
is very strange.
I'll take his weapons and then I'll fucking pick him up.
Yep. I'm
Because
okay
he's
with
gonna
this.
frenzy again next turn, so I might as well.
Yes, I will. Yeah.
Okay. Are you going to actively grapple him?
Yes. Gonna have to.
All
I'm not
right,
fighting it.
melee grapple.
I'm not fighting it though.
You're not resisting.
Yeah, but he could still fuck up.
Arch.
Holding on to a person.
Hold on. If
I'm
he's
saying
not
it's gonna be
resisting,
difficult.
if he's not resisting, I'm like,
It's
come
not
here,
gonna be hard.
come here. I know you're gonna wig out. Like, I'm just gonna hold you down so you can't do anything. He's like, okay, I'm complying. And then there's
It's
me
not
like
going
just
to
having
be
to.
difficult, but
there's
when he
me just
freaks
like-
out next turn, I am going to test against that.
And then I just fucking throw him into the fire because I get a shit roll.
Just
like, what the-
roll. Gibbs a small child. He can't be.
It'll be
punished.
okay. It'll be okay.
All right, all right, all right. Now, what's the rolls you need? Brawl and strength, I assume.
Melee brawl. Yeah, brawl strength.
Kind of what I expected. You should be fine, Dev, but
Mm-hmm.
you know how it goes.
You're not gonna do damage to him. Don't worry.
You might die.
I'm just asking you to grab him. There you
You
go.
you should be good.
I mean, that was pretty fucking bad, but yeah.
You'll be fine.
All right. So, Sargon, you walk over to the doctor. He's reading aloud the paper. You try to take it for him. He lunges at you.
Okay. Can I just try and dexterously whip it out from under his nose?
Yeah, he's going for you basically. When you're retracting the paper from.
Right. Okay. Well, can I try and dodge it then? Whatever.
You can, yes. Dexterity
what?
athletics.
Okay. Okay.
All right. He lunges, but he misses.
Yeah, I'll take my 8 degrees of success, Doctor, please.
9. Oh yeah, 8. Yeah, 8.
All right. So Rags is halfway through the wall at this point. The fire is spreading.
Y'all better be
Can
ready to
we,
get through this hole once we see nightlight.
What are these things on the side of the room? Here and here.
Massive fuck off concrete tables because reason.
Concrete?
Yeah.
Thanks, Arch.
We've got
I
your
guess there's
concrete
no-
tables. Where do you want them? Oh, over that corner and that corner.
How'd they get them in? I guess there's no chance of us using. Yeah, actually, how did they get them in geometrically? That
Oh my God,
looks
who
very
cares?
fucking difficult.
Oh, it goes well
So
with
there's
the
no chance of
concrete
us
desk.
using them to smother the fire then.
They fit. They fit. They just need to take them in the other room first, and then maneuver them in.
But how'd they
Okay.
get them in there? It's the
That's
same
not even how
problem.
physics work, but whatever. Fuck it.
Magic.
All right.
glue
No,
them
I'm
together.
going to
Right.
GIMP. This is bullshit.
Right. So Rex is
All right,
getting
so
through
I've-
the wall.
I've got a couple of
wh-
ideas.
Okay.
Firstly, we need to. Sorry, is it time for deliberation yet?
You will get one
I don't
more
wanna
set of
interrupt you.
actions now, presumably, before Rags is out. After which, I mean, you can choose to stay inside of the burning room after that. I guess you'll probably leave at that point. So, 3 more minutes to figure out your actions for the next round.
So he's
Uh,
digging
just-
out.
Here's the two ideas. The two ideas is that we choke the fire by shutting off the vents. The second idea is that we choke the fire by cutting up the carpet and putting it all in one corner. So we
Yeah,
got
I'm
a
just gonna
concrete
leave
floor.
where Regs is.
Has he made a hole yet?
Nearly, but like I mean,
Next turn, I will have a hole.
It's
So yeah,
fine.
let's
Alright,
just
well-
go over to Rags and wait to get out.
Let's slice up some part of the. Well, if we need to, we can slice some part of the carpet away, and then we can just stand there on the concrete, and the fire can't get to us.
Yeah, that sounds good. Like right here.
Oh, sorry guys, the carpet is made out of concrete as well. Thanks.
Oh, shit.
Oh man.
Uber
No
Crete.
wonder my feet were always sore at the end of the
If
day.
it's made out of concrete, it's
You-
not
You're
flammable,
just
so
assuming that
win.
this fire can't burn concrete.
It's also
Despite
probably
Yes, we are-
magic.
yes.
Nowhere.
Yeah, we're
Shockingly,
assuming
I am.
that. Yeah.
Is the concrete table currently on fire?
The
I
concrete
mean, if you look
table
at
is not
this one
currently on
right
fire
here,
now.
yes, the answer would be.
No, that's just a little wall. It's fine.
All right, I'm gonna be honest. I'm calling a little bullshit on the concrete tables. I don't think they could have gotten it in here. It's just-
Don't care. Move me down here.
Maybe they were assembled in here.
Oh yeah, they poured them in
Yeah,
here. Yeah, they
They
moved the
poured
molds
it in
in here.
here,
Yeah,
yeah.
they
Yeah.
poured it in here. Yeah,
Hey, bring my lolly. Yes,
gives
right.
the place a nice earthy smell.
Throw the lolly into the fire, says Chet. Well, that's tempting. No.
Are we're not supposed to be able to move our characters, I take it? Because I can't move mine.
No, you can't.
Right, in that case,
God
I'm going
damn
to
it,
get
Riggs.
near to the others. And I guess I could attempt to help Sargon with the hair doctor.
Yeah,
if he
let's
needs
just
help.
grab the doctor by the scruff and drag him towards where Rags is making the hole.
Well, if I get the doctor, Sargon, you could start cutting carpet.
I just think we
1
should just
minute
escape.
left.
It'll give us yeah, but the digging will be the same speed no matter
There's
what.
no time to
and
deliberate.
cutting the carpet
Yeah,
gives
but
us
I
some
want to
extra
make sure
time.
that the doctor gets the fuck out, so I want to grab
Yeah.
him.
All right.
We'll burn a
Alright,
little
If
bit.
we end up
That
burning
all?
to death, I'm going to be like, yo, we should have cut that fucking carpet.
Hey, you'll absorb it, Uzlu. You're standing in front of us. Good job.
Or the doctor will.
All right.
Oh, the doctor.
Ragus continues his Minecraft quest to dig his way to freedom.
Ooh, diamonds.
Sargon, the doctor is resisting you. He's like an angry beast just clawing at your face and screeching incoherently.
Okay, but
Can I
he's
hit
just
him in the
a
back of
human.
the head with the butt of my rifle?
Do vampires not have like a significant strength advantage over humans?
Probably do, yes.
Okay,
You
well,
might
I'll
be
just
They
try and-
definitely do.
Okay, so I'll just grab him and bring him with us.
Wonderful. Strength grapple.
Grapple?
Yeah, you'll win this. You're a vampire. You got this.
You mean brawl?
Ah, brawl, yes.
Well, I've only got 2 dice on this. So.
Brawl.
Can I assist the
grapple,
roll?
Same thing.
Yeah, can he assist me? Can Uzlu assist me?
Yeah, 'cause
Is it
you're both-
in Uzulu's nature to assist?
Yeah, I think
Probably.
If he wants to live,
I've got a fantastic 2 dice on this one as well.
so. Okay. Do I get a modifier or anything? Or
No, you just both get to roll.
okay.
Well, that's something.
Right. Meanwhile, Kyle stands in the corner and just goes like, no, you need to grab him like this. Holds up the
They're having a hard time with an old man. Here I am with a vampire. There's 2 of them. The real Chad in
Yes.
the room.
Well, I could kill him quite
Kyle
easily.
holds up the lolly like long cats and just goes like, look, like this.
Easy.
All right. Sargon makes a half-hearted attempt to grab the.
Oh,
He
God.
probably just wants to let him burn, frankly.
No, I want the doctor to survive.
Whereas Uzulu moves to grab the doctor and then gets a nasty glint in his eye. Apparently, you haven't been feeding Uzulu recently.
My hunger's fine.
Good work. Well, is it? So, hunger success, 10 degrees. So, you see
4 degrees.
Sargon just grappling with the doctor, and he's trying to control him, and they're just slap fighting. It's kind of pathetic. And so you just sigh heavily to yourself and belt him over the.
You keep cutting out, Arch. I didn't
Yeah.
hear what brilliant thing I've just done.
Brilliant thing.
That's a shame I
Right.
don't notice. It's probably great.
Oh, yeah, see. Rags, there you go. You can move it in through there. You just need to twist the table now. It's fine. Now, Sargon attempts to subdue the doctor, but doesn't do a very good job of it. This annoys Uzulu, and Uzulu decides to take matters into his own hands, and so he hits the doctor in the back of the head with his rifle.
I don't see a problem with
Doctor
this
has-
unless the doctor is dead.
Well, that depends. That I will count as an attack for all one.
Well, you don't have to roll.
You are
Can't know.
inaudible. Arch.
We were grappling him, not striking him, Arch.
Yeah, but I got a bestial success on the hunger roll, so Arch is
right,
like,
okay.
yeah, but now you're doing this instead.
Yeah.
But I didn't hear what I said because he's having internet troubles.
Here, we'll show off fan art
D10.
while we wait.
Right. Yeah, high damage.
All right. I'm going to cut that in half because you don't try to kill him. Right. The doctor has he's looked better. He's got a nice big dunk in his head, and he's bleeding a little bit, but he still bitches at you as you drag him up. So he's presumably alive.
Okay, well, we'll
Now.
exit the building post haste.
Un momento. Dev. Dev,
Yes.
you're gonna try and kill Kyle now.
You're gonna fail, Dev. Isn't that right, Dev?
He's
I'm
hugging
probably
you.
gonna fail. Yes, there's no way.
right when I have to
I'm
fucking-
not even gonna bother wasting a willpower on this.
You better
You'll
not.
be okay.
Okay. All right. Roll strength and brawl. Yeah.
All right.
Is opposed?
Watch
or-
out, Kyle.
Okay.
This is gonna be a 10.
Brawl with 0.
You need to fuck
strength
this
with
up.
1.
Use willpower to fuck this up if you have to. That's a good girl. That's terrible.
No, I got a bestial. Oh wait, hold on. Never mind. No, I didn't. That was yours. Okay. Big zeros.
Yes. Oh, why couldn't there be a 10 now? It would be fun.
Damn.
All right. Kyle, the lolly just, she grapples onto you and starts clawing at your face, cat-like. Doesn't hurt or anything, but you're wearing a fucking iron mask. It's annoying though. It's really annoying.
Whatever. I've seen
Would you
worse.
like to try and snap the lolly's neck in return?
No, I will not snap the lolly's neck.
Pathetic. Just because I technically should. Strength.
I'm sorry, what? You want me to roll
Yeah, you're
strength?
breaking up there, Arch.
Oh,
Roll
Well,
strength?
we are still flying half a DM.
Oh, Jesus.
strength brawl.
Strength brawl. Oops, it's brawl strength, actually. Lolly, you ain't gonna win this.
No, she.
The dice gods are on my side.
Are you sure you would not like to try and hurt Lolly?
Look, even if I wanted to, I don't have the willpower to re-roll that to fail, so...
Okay. The fire spreads yet further. It's covering most of the room now. You're all urging Rags to dig faster, like a good little doggo. And indeed he does. He manages to break through into the outside world. Would you like to leave now?
Is it daylight?
No, it's still night.
No, it is not daylight.
Then yes, we shall walk out briskly.
Cheerio.
Yes, following fire safety precautions, we shall not rush. We shall not push past each other. We
Yeah,
shall
yeah,
just
yeah.
calmly move
calmly,
through.
Yeah.
I should have said it was daylight. I thought that'd be fun.
I would have
We
many
all
questions.
burn. Oh no.
Like, one fire or the other.
Damn. Hellfire.
Okay, go around to the entrance and command our men to escape the building.
God damn it, I just changed the fucking scene. God.
Oh, you don't have to represent it, unless there's a particular reason that you do.
Well, they might be trapped inside the fire. What will you do? Will you save them?
Well, yeah.
Can we tell from the outside if the entire building's on fire?
The entire building is not on fire. It seems to be focused mostly around the office of the boss man.
I think we should go. We could go in through the front door, right, where there's no fire yet, and basically tell everyone to, like evacuate, like get out. There's a fire in the building. It's spreading too quick. Everyone out immediately.
All right.
At least the
you
basement will be
can,
okay. Probably.
You can do that. Some of the guards have started trying to fight the fire with extinguishers, though they don't seem to be making a whole lot of progress.
This foe is beyond any of you.
Fly, you fools.
All right. Well, I mean, if you're ordering them to run away from the fire, they probably won't ask too many questions.
Yeah,
Yeah,
like just
ev-
tell
everyone
everyone to leave. Yeah, everyone out.
What about those guys in the basement rigs?
Hold on a minute.
He's like,
If this entire place goes up without us getting the documents, we have nothing.
Oh,
Well,
if the entire place goes up and we're in it, then we don't have ourselves.
Well, we don't need to be standing in it to order the guys to evacuate as many documents as they can before the fire spreads downstairs.
Will it even spread downstairs?
Forget the survivors.
Well,
Evacuate
if
the
this is a-
documents.
If
It's
this
a
is a
magical
concrete
fire.
building, apparently, then I wonder. The basement will probably be okay if everything's concrete, the floors and the walls. And
well,
Documents are paper. They'll
Regs,
burn.
hold on a second. What, Sargon, can you do a cult to see if it's a magical fire to confirm that?
Arch, can I do that?
Will it
Sure.
change our course of action either way?
No.
It might actually.
Arch's like, no, you can't
Well,
do
if we
that.
can put it out, then we'll put it out. Hang on.
Because if it's a magical
Just-
fire, I don't know what to do.
Because these
However,
two guys
if
with
it's not
extinguishers-
magical, then my idea of slicing up the carpet is still absolutely genius.
Yeah,
and
no,
you should
that
just
would
take
actually
all the
be
carpet away
viable.
from outside the door.
Yeah.
I mean, there's one way to try.
Well,
You could
is that
try
a
doing
magical
that.
fire or not, Arch?
All right. Sargon very calmly goes over, smells the fire, looks at the fire, touches it gently, and returns to you all with the firm conviction that yes, this does appear to be an unnatural fire.
Right, okay, everyone out.
Right, Lolly Commander, are you fine with these orders?
Give me a second.
No.
He's checking
Let's
his
look at the rules
morality.
for unnatural fires.
I actually am. Yeah.
I fucking knew
Oh
it.
my god.
Well,
that's
no
weird.
matter what the rules say, we should probably get away from it.
Yeah.
I can't imagine it's like it does less damage the closer you are to it.
It's just in a mirage.
That's what makes it magical.
All right. I still think
Have we
that
actually seen anyone taking
Now,
damage from it yet?
Dev, Commander, what are you
Yeah.
going to do about
We
those
should
guys
put
you
the
chained
doctor
up?
in to test it.
I want
okay,
to keep the
okay.
doctor alive. He we'll bring him back if we need to.
no, we're definitely
Do we
bringing
need
him back.
Dev alive?
Yeah.
Okay, here's what we do. We're going to have the guys run out with as many documents as they can carry.
Sure.
Yeah, they're already downstairs. I'm just going to send the word down. The upstairs is on fire. It's a small fire. Bring out everything you possibly can. And we'll just look at it later. Just cart it out.
Okay.
Okay. Tempted to make Dev roll for lie there, but
It's
Well,
a
no
small
lie.
fire. It's a small fire.
Yeah, you
It is
just
a small
described
fire.
it.
small.
Yeah,
I mean, small
it's
is
a
relative. Like a
small-
match is a small fire, technically.
Okay,
Look at Big Lip.
How about
Yeah.
this? It's one room on fire, not the entire building.
I have to Google the definition of small fire now.
A
Small
house is still
relative.
recoverable if only one room's on fire.
What do the rules say about the specific size requirement? Excuse me, for a small fire.
How do you even measure
Yeah,
the
Dev.
fire size? Like,
I'm working
Let's
on it. Hold
just-
on.
it's always
out.
moving.
Okay. Dev orders the men to get as many of the documents out as they can, because it is just a small fire. Will you be helping with this effort, or will you be overseeing from a safe distance?
I'll be overseen from a safe distance.
Yeah,
don't
well,
bother
if
to
safe
do.
is a part of the thing, then yeah.
Hold on. What about those guys in the
We will
basement? Riggs?
coordinate and manage. Yes.
If part of
We'll
the premise
oversee
is
from a
safe
safe distance of 3 kilometers.
Oh, they want to forget about the guys they left in there for moral reasons.
Well, I still want everyone to make it out. Like, definitely.
The
Also
potential
come out with,
zombies
like-
to be.
they're still
Well,
tied up either way.
Leave them and
Oh,
burn.
yeah, the guys
Oh, the
downstairs,
morality
shit.
flip flops, doesn't it?
I did,
Sorry,
I
we
did
didn't
mention that.
expect there to be a sudden fire.
Yeah.
Leave it
Yeah,
on
I mean,
the
it-
burn.
It's
during-
our fault
okay.
if we spent all our time getting the documents out instead of the survivors.
Well, if they have a
Well, hold-
virus, it'll definitely be gone now.
Listen, if they do have a virus and they're in quarantine, yeah, they have to burn.
They have to
This is
burn.
this is a
Deb
crisis.
takes
Okay.
the Chinese coronavirus solution.
We could have just killed them and been done with it. Oh.
There's,
There's
there's,
ropes around
there's
them.
some meteorologist in Britain going, wow, there's a really
Oh.
high concentration of sulfur over this. Sorry, go on.
Beautiful.
All right. So you're sending them down to recover the documents, right?
No, they're already down there, aren't they?
Some of them are, yeah.
Some of them are.
So just tell them to grab the documents, come up.
Has
Well
hydroxychloroquine
done,
been
little
invented
boy.
yet?
It is time for you to roll. It's time for you to roll charisma and leadership.
Very good.
Lead, Deb, lead.
I did it.
Wow. So you did.
Look at the exact
6
7.
degrees.
7.
Yeah, isn't it 7?
It's 7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 minus 1.
No, it's 8 minus 1. Wait, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yes,
Yeah.
minus 1.
Yes,
Seven
Okay,
minus
no,
one.
I didn't count the 1. 6, 9,
Yeah.
6, and then the 10.
Yes. 7 minus 1.
No, I didn't count the 1 in that.
Yeah, but you take
Wait,
one
what?
away
Damn
because
it,
Wait,
Rags.
wait. Oh, wait, no, I was doing something else.
Bad
You're right.
rags.
You're right. You're fine. You're right. Yeah. I was just counting it up wrong.
Bad.
I'm informed that chloroquine did exist in Germany, and therefore all we need to do is put some water in it, and that becomes hydroxychloroquine because it's just hydrogen and oxygen. Therefore, we can cure the plague.
Ooh, wow! I have a science chemistry specialty, so we can do it.
something that can also be achieved by fire.
Fire.
Yeah, but I mean that does have some side effects.
Yes, but it's a lot more pressing and immediate.
All right. So, as the men start filing out, carrying boxes of documentation, the fire starts spreading awfully quickly. You would assume you've saved probably half of the documents so far. Any more would put the pioneers at risk. What do you wish to do, Herr Leader Dev?
Only half, eh? I don't want to
Given
risk
how
any
much
of it,
we've been,
guys.
given how much we've been complimenting the pioneers' skills,
Yeah, they're pretty valuable. We should probably not.
And we've got the doctor as well, so he can fill in any gaps.
Hmm.
or Dev will fill in his
Alright.
gaps.
You mean wait, what?
Okay, so you give the order to cease the documents and prioritize the safety of the men.
Mhm.
They're very grateful of this, of course.
We're team players.
One of the pioneers comes up to Dev and says, Sir, we have secured as much of the documentation as we could. The fire does not seem to be spreading to the lower levels, though it does appear to be in the process of engulfing the entire top floor. it can probably not be saved with what the equipment we have on hand now, but the lower levels will probably survive.
So we didn't even need to do that.
Oh, remember that there will be zombies down there later.
Well, we didn't know that at the time.
I'm gonna go grab
mean,
another
this is
cup of tea. I'll be
fortunate.
back in a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's fortunate. but we
Survive,
made the right
as
call.
in not be completely destroyed, not that there will be no damage.
Okay. All right. So, actually, hold on just a second. Is it actually snowing out?
What?
Like the picture has snow.
The picture also has
Snow
sun,
is
so be careful there,
wonderful.
Dev.
Yeah, don't ask too many questions, Dev. Come on, stop.
What do you mean?
There's a place. Like fire, sure, but like sun, come on.
No, snow.
Dev.
We could start shoveling snow onto it.
Dev.
Dev, stop. Dev, stop it.
Okay.
Thank
Just
you.
fucking stop.
I guess we will just, I don't know, toast some marshmallows then.
I mean, have you ever shoveled snow on anything?
Yes, I live in
I would
Canada.
hope
for fuck's
so.
sake.
You live in Canada, but like, you could maybe smother a fire with it. Could you smother a burning house with some snow shovels?
Yeah, probably not. Okay.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Dev surrenders. The Canadian surrenders to the superior snow shoveling capabilities of the
How-
Middle America.
That's right.
How many of the local guards and local other doctors have survived the fire?
Most, if not indeed all of them.
I'm pretty sure everyone should have just been able to walk out.
Well, except for
All
those
right,
guys in the
I will-
basement.
All right, I'll make sure that that our guys, make sure none of them disappear into the woods or anything. Round them all up. Put them in custody for now.
All of our
Yep.
put all of our guys into custody.
He
No,
means
our
the
guys
other
put their guys into custody.
There's an awful lot of incredibly awkward questions as to why one of them is missing.
Who's missing?
Which one?
The one with the stab wound in his neck, presumably.
Well, he's in the
Well-
basement.
We'll investigate and find out.
Actually, there would be more missing. There'd be like all the quarantined ones. They're all down there.
Yes.
Even
Yes,
more
they would
awkward
be.
questions.
hmm
Where are their friends, Dev? What did you do to them?
They're zombies now.
Well, hold on. We don't need to explain ourselves to them. Some people die in the line of duty.
Shit happens.
Shit
I don't
happens,
know.
man.
Dude, it's war.
Yeah.
But this isn't war, though. This is
Shut up.
Yeah, this
a
isn't really.
hospital. Well, no.
This isn't what people normally consider the duty part of the gig.
Try not to simp too hard for Barch now. I know it's easy. He's like,
If
"What the
they're
fuck?"
actually asking, I'll just reply, I'm sure we will find out.
Hmm.
I'm sure we will find out, which means we don't know. That's worse than just saying a lot of other things.
Just
Do
say
we actually want to
we
tell?
have-
Hold on.
Dev,
Do you actually
say-
want to tell these 40 guys that there's a zombie virus?
No, don't tell
I
them
didn't
that.
It's
say
a
that.
secret.
That's
It's a secret.
These aren't the only two. These aren't the only two things.
Just tell them we have
Okay,
it
so
under
what else?
control. Like,
Yeah, there's more than. Yeah, there's more than.
That's
we
an
don't
even
know.
worse lie.
Dev, it doesn't
No,
matter. You have good fellowship. You'll pull
It's
through.
better here. It's not like we have to say, "Oh, there's a zombie outbreak," or "Oh, I'm sure we'll find out." Like other things can be said. The words
Okay,
are there.
fine.
Be like,
I
"You
will.
know,
I will lie
we
to
have
them
the situation
and
under
say
control.
we have the situation under control. I'll just lie through my teeth.
Yes, but we're Nazis. That's what we do. We lie.
All right.
It's awfully fucking judgmental, Kyle.
Just a little bit of lying. Come on, Hitler didn't lie a little bit. You're telling me? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, Kyle, that's some woke fucking commentary you have there.
Just
I mean,
a
I disavow, of course.
smidge.
Now, Dev. Roll lying
Yes.
to your soldiers about their friends burning to death somewhere.
Come on,
I
Prince.
thought
Arthur.
the
It's not
basement would-
lying. It's leadership.
I thought the basement would be fine.
Charisma persuasion.
All right.
Add the scroll of burning to your inventory, says
And
New
I'm gonna
River.
get a +2 for my good looks.
I don't know if this is the case. All my friends are missing, but that's awfully pretty, a prophecy
That's
lady.
pretty convincing, honestly.
Well, why do you have to lie? Aren't they going to be safe? The guy just said that it should be all right down there in the basement. The fire won't reach the basement.
Well,
There's still smoke.
They
and
might
they're
be
still
dead.
humans.
Smoke rises.
No, they're definitely dead. I think down there.
What?
I think
Okay,
they're
I don't know why. I don't know why are they definitely dead?
Oxygen would have been depleted, I would wager.
And I do think the fire will probably go down there in some form. There will be some flammable things, like minor fires or something. I don't think we can count on them living
Honestly,
down there.
I would imagine they would die by suffocation, if anything. Not by the fire itself.
Anyway, there's the roll.
Pervy. All right. Right. You make a fairly impassioned argument about how you'll totally do everything in your power to not just abandon these men to a fate of slow oxygen starvation and possibly burning to death. It would be a horrible death after all, and you would never do that. And he seems to believe you. Like big Bambi eyes, like, oh, really, Massa? You wouldn't let us burn to death? Or
Yeah, I mean the safest place for them right now, because the building's
course
on
not.
fire, is to stay where they are, and we'll come and get them afterwards.
if Dev had a conscience, it would be sad right now.
But I don't, so it's okay.
That's a spirit.
All right, you have rescued about half of the documents, and the building is slowly but surely being popcorned. Quite thoroughly, too. And you saved most of your men. Soon thereafter, the leader of the guard detachment shows up. He looks like he wants
Do we need to wait for Sargon to come
something
back?
about the fire.
Do you mean the ones
said he'd be
like
back
the
in a
local
minute.
guards? The local guards are the ones that we just shoot away earlier.
The ones you shoot away earlier.
Shoot him away
All
again.
right, I think we should wait for Sargon.
Okay.
It's kind of like waiting for summer in the middle of the
Like-
winter.
To be fair, when we played Mountain Blade the other day, he was quick with the T. But this time, he's dropping the ball a little bit. I think he's lollygagging a little.
Lollygagging.
He's admiring the sun.
He will probably
God
want
damn.
to be a part of this, because he was certainly interested in it last time we had to deal with these guys.
You definitely probably are correct,
Lollygagging.
Regs. But that little
I'm-
lollygagger
yeah.
needs to hurry up. There are
Well, you can always do
consequences.
super chats while we wait.
That's a good point.
It's not a bad idea.
I'd like it if Dev didn't allow the usage of the word lolly, so if you could control yourself, Kyle, that would be much appreciated.
Lollygagging.
I know you're a little bit too interested in that, but
We'll
it
gag him.
is technically illegal, even in your backwards ass country, so.
Wow.
But yes.
So what's happening? Sorry.
Oh,
Oh,
hey,
fuck,
look
there
at
he
that. He's back. We were just talking about you. It's funny.
I know. I was listening.
Oh, good.
Fine. Right. What were
Now
we doing?
Sargon knows who gives a shit.
I do. Thank you, Rags.
Oh, simping again. Okay, Sam.
Yeah.
That's what simping is. That's right.
Yeah. hmm This guy
Right.
just simping for his pals. I'm like, yeah, kind of.
Yeah, Rags is turning into an awful brown noser, isn't he?
I
We should
fucking
work on
know.
that later.
Right. Okay. Fair.
What's what
Well,
dog
I mean,
noses
he's not
do?
brown nosing for the right person.
Fucking right up
What
there.
you mean?
Reasonable
what you mean.
characterization. I
Speaking
agree.
of sniffing.
All right, so the guards you shoot away have arrived, and they do indeed look like they might want to ask some questions concerning possibly why the building is on fire and how the minor incident that you totally had under control has, set fire to everything, apparently.
This is why you don't smoke in the workplace, okay? Take it outside, 100 feet away from the door. Christ, guys.
Look, can we not honestly say we have no fucking idea how the fire started?
That'd be a
I don't know
lie.
if we can. I mean,
Why would that be a lie?
We have a
don't
good
know-
inkling.
we don't know the mechanism by which the fire was created. That isn't a lie.
Yeah, that's not a lie at all.
So what was that paper you
Magic
grabbed
doesn't
then?
have any explanatory power.
And we are just assuming a causal effect between this piece of paper and the guy. We've got no proof of that.
Absolutely.
But we knew
This
it
is
was the
just
paper. We
basic
knew it was a
Nazi
spell.
We
Knowledge.
don't know that.
Then why did you
And
grab
I mean
the
that
paper?
in the most like technical, formal sense of logic. We literally don't know this.
Yeah.
We infer it, but we don't know it.
I know
We-
you've been studying this recently.
Yeah, we actually have no knowledge on the subject. And my character's got an intelligence of 4, and he's academic as well. So, he knows this.
Yeah, I
I
Zargon's
do
the
think-
occultman. I defer to him.
I am in fact going to bluff and actually blame like someone smoking on the job.
Just tell the
Why?
truth.
Why?
Yeah.
Why complicate things?
We literally don't know how this started.
Okay,
We have no idea.
We have no idea.
We have no idea the mechanism
Jedi
by
hand
which
wave.
this.
We have no idea.
No, just mouth motion sound
Yeah.
making.
Jedi powers.
We have no idea.
That's a terrible excuse.
Mm-hmm.
It's
What's he gonna
totally
roll?
true.
It's not an. We're not. It's not an
Yeah,
excuse.
it's not even an excuse. That's
I
why.
didn't. We didn't do it.
Dreadful.
We're not.
Eh.
I mean, it's on the level of I don't even know if there is such a level, frankly. All right, roll charisma persuasion.
All right. We have no idea. Here it is.
I feel like sometimes we just need to be pleading the fifth.
Do I get my my beauty modifiers? All social rolls.
Oh yeah, flutter those eyelids, man. Come on.
Mhm.
There's too much of a lie, but yes.
Use that female privilege while you have it. This guy is biologically programmed by nature to believe women. Okay,
I used it.
he's probably a simp.
God
He
damn
probably wants your fucking
simps.
OnlyFans.
4, 5, 6, 7,
Okay.
8.
If someone did lewd artwork of my character, I'd make an OnlyFans for it.
That's disgusting.
Come on,
man.
ritualist.
Art is
Draw
art.
nudes.
Don't discriminate against artists. Come on, Sargon. They do so much for you.
I mean, yeah, but there are limits.
Yeah, trying to get him on that, but
Disavow.
he's weaseling out. It's good.
All right. That's a very good roll, but your excuse is absolutely dreadful. He might believe that you didn't know what started the fire, but judging by his expression, you know he's very, very, very suspicious.
Okay.
And
All
no
right.
matter how pretty you is, he's going to remain very, very, very suspicious.
And what's his rank, Arch?
Oh, it's not his rank that you need to worry so much about, now is it?
Oh, it doesn't matter. It's right now, right here.
Short-sighted. Short-sighted.
Gotta live in the now, Arch.
The now. It's such a dangerous place to exist in, frankly. Right. He does not have any proof, of course, that you're the one who have done the dumb here, which he's very sad of. Though you can be pretty sure he's probably going to try and find some.
To be fair, if we had been the ones who started it, would we have done it in a position where we have to claw through and beat through a wall and frantically try and get all of our... You think we'd be a little bit more controlled with all of this?
Excellent point.
If we'd have been the ones to start the
Rags,
fire.
do you want to point out that you had to claw your way out through a concrete
wouldn't do
wall
that.
to escape?
I wouldn't use the word claw. We had to...
We
we had
used
to
our
frantically
fists.
escape. No. We had to
Whoopsters.
organize a very hasty retreat from the building.
Very diplomatic.
Like the point is absolutely a valid one.
The point is absolutely that Rag should be retreating on this one. Yes, indeed.
No, it isn't.
He's
Now,
like, I shall stand my ground.
Well,
No, I think
do
Rags
these
is right.
guys
And
do
we-
these
yeah,
guys
we
know
don't
that we're
know.
vampires?
no.
Hold on, let
Like,
Rex
you were
speak. What was
destroying
that,
the building
Rex?
and the evidence. It's like with us inside of it.
Yeah, why would we do that?
No, Regs, it would be proof that you're a vampire, and these guys don't.
Not,
know that.
I'm not going to tell him the claw
No,
thing.
Then right, look, we'll just tell them we don't know how the fire started.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah, the fact that they saw us all retreating from the building hastily should be like, oh, clearly they didn't mean to start this fire.
Yeah, we have
because they were in
evacuated
it.
everyone.
Yes.
Well, most
They-
of everyone.
yeah.
You know that pyromaniacs usually hang around to watch the fire?
Okay, make accusations against the senior officer if you want.
Mm.
Good
We'll see
point,
where
Sargon.
that goes.
Right, so he does indeed look very distrustful of all of this, and he says, I see. The fire started without your knowledge after you arrived, and after having barred our entry to the facility, claiming a problem that you had already dealt with.
Get
Correct.
sick of this
The
guy's
problem
lip.
that we dealt with was bacterial. This I don't believe has
This
any
was
connection.
this
to
was
it.
more thermal.
As an academic, I don't see how the fire could have been started by the germs. There must be something else.
We could flip this on its head and try to pin it on them trying to cover up something.
Oh yeah, how do we know it wasn't you?
Yeah, you just happened to show up into the
One of your
facility, and then after
personnel.
we told you couldn't recover the data, it all just starts to disappear.
Weird.
Very
We had to
suspicious.
save as much as we could save.
Very suspicious.
It's
Our
weird that
men's
we
lives are at
preserved it.
risk.
Actually, we lost some men. You could point that out, Sargon, too.
Yes, yes.
Some
Yeah,
men
we don't know
gave
where they
their
are. They could be
lives,
dead.
You know,
Yep.
chained to the basement. Don't tell them that.
They could be dead.
You have created martyrs here this day, good sir.
There we go.
No scruples. No scruples.
That might be true. I don't know that it's not true.
All right.
My character
Well,
definitely
he,
suspects.
Insinuates that he will be making a detailed report of all
Yeah.
of this.
Let's hope it's not a falsified report like your
Yeah, if you want to get into a report measuring contest, we can do
Yeah.
that.
I assume they're going to be reporting to Raz Shah, and I thought we were going to avoid that, but
They were going to report to him no matter
for the
what.
shit. We've got his fake fucking document.
Yeah,
Like,
they were going to do that
anytime
no
he
matter
fucks with
what.
us, we can dob this in.
There's no information they wouldn't have told him anyway.
well, we seem to have convinced them to just go away the first time. We can't do it now.
They would have told Raz Shah that we were there.
No, because the doctor convinced them. Was like, listen, everything's fine, and they were like, okay.
Yeah.
I-
So they haven't learned anything new. I mean, they would have known the building burned down either way.
It has made the situation considerably more suspicious in their eyes, for
Yes.
obvious reasons.
I don't care about these three. Fuck them.
Yeah.
I'm getting sick of their lip.
Go
Maybe-
write a fucking report, okay?
Maybe
the
go
building's
write
just
your
burned down. We
report.
don't know what the problem is.
Well, Regs, maybe they burned in the
Hold on,
fire,
hold
you
on.
know?
No,
Building burned down. Don't see
we're
problem.
we're supposed to be investigating Raz Shah without him knowing, not having his goons.
Oh,
report
yeah,
back
he
to him that we're
definitely
doing it.
knows.
Oh,
now,
like
by the way.
nobody in that building wouldn't have seen us shown up. There's no way we couldn't have not been seen. The building had got, unless we went there, massacred every living soul, then
We
made our
could.
report, then killed ourselves. What do you want?
That's
We
true.
can kill them all, yes.
Well, no, we could place them under arrest, Dev.
We could do that as well, but killing them is
Including
easier.
these soldiers. We don't know if they started the fire. We weren't looking at the time.
Yeah, we
Perhaps they
can. I
triggered
mean,
us.
Arch, we still overpower them, obviously.
I think it would be worse if they never came back after Raj Shah sent them.
Well, first we place them under arrest, then we take them into the basement and we burn them, and then it just looks like they burnt.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying, Rakes?
Look, we don't need to do anything. These three can fuck off and write a report.
Yeah,
Well,
let them write the
I don't
report.
think that's a good idea.
Our
I think-
report will be better.
Because I think we need to be ducking Raz Shah for as long as we can.
No, I think it's time for a confrontation. We actually have some solid evidence on
Are
Raz
you
Shah.
sure we
Yeah,
wanna
we
fight
can
that
take
boss?
this right up to the Reichsfuhrer.
Yeah,
I
he's-
don't know if evidence will matter if he can just kill us.
Well, I don't think he can just kill her.
He's gonna kill all of us before we can get to the Reichsfuhrer?
He's a worm.
We could
He's a
just
worm?
ghoul them.
Like a dragon? Worms don't have wings, though.
Dev,
Sargon,
ghoul 'em.
Sargon's character should know what a worm is, and
Yeah,
it's-
yeah. But
Yes.
okay, but like,
We could get some puppets inside of their organization. Ghoul these
We
three,
can
and then-
radio Emil
and say what?
and
What the
tell
fuck's
him what
going
we
on, Emil?
learned.
yeah.
Why is this something we need to keep secret? This is someone in the Nazi hierarchy who's forging documents to take Third Reich materials and provisions and resources for some project that he's not properly reporting to the Reichsfuhrer, and he doesn't have authorization for any of this stuff.
Yeah.
It's like, they need to know.
Yeah, I'm
We're assuming
totally
we have
down for dobbing
authorization
this guy in.
too.
Because if he's a worm, then he probably has like mass dominate powers. We can walk up to him with an army, and he can just control them all.
Damn, he sounds OP.
That is what worms are in this universe. Yes.
It's almost like Arch put an OP character for us to, deal with. I don't know.
Okay, we're surely not confronting him tomorrow. Let's go.
What?
All right. Okay. If you want to, I just
As
personally
opposed
think
to
if-
what?
hold on. I personally
Yeah.
think if we let these guys go back, that just means that Rajshah knows about it sooner, so they can't go back. That's how I feel about it.
I think that if they don't return, it's going to be assumed we fucked them up. So let's just let them return. It's fine.
I kind of like Dev's idea with that one.
No, it's either they come back and write their report, or he knows that we killed his guys.
We
but
can
if
also
we haven't
ghoul
killed
them,
any
like,
of his dudes.
Hold on. We can also ghoul them.
Yeah,
If
that's
Well,
a good one.
doesn't
doesn't that fall? Don't they have their runes or whatever?
The runes are
take-
just for magic.
Isn't ghouling magic?
No.
Oh, okay.
Well, okay. It's for
It
it's
is
for,
magic, but in a
disciplines.
different sense.
Yeah. Like mental disciplines they can't be affected by, but we can still physically do stuff to them.
If we
I feel like
get
ghouling
some
has a
ghouls
mental
in
component
their,
to it.
if we get them some ghouls
Well,
in
no,
their
I'm sure Dev's
organization,
ruled lawyers well enough here.
We can
But-
just take the runes off of them
Yeah.
physically. Like they're just on their helmets.
Basically,
what-
so we arrest them here, take off the runes, ghoul them.
Yeah.
Well, if he's a worm and he's this super powered person, will he not know once he loses control of them?
He might not, he might, I don't know.
He's probably going to, isn't he?
I think he probably would. Because we haven't actually done anything explicitly aggressive
Yeah,
against.
or wrong. Like, what have we done wrong? We just
Yeah,
we
if he
fulfilled
shows
our
up-
mission. Actually, let him go, and then we'll go back and give him the fucking mission.
Yeah,
If you
if
ghoul
both of
them,
these are
Dev, they
coming from
won't
the
report nothing
Reichsfuhrer,
bad.
remember his orders are fake. He is not going to. He wants to avoid having to give these orders specifically to really anybody who doesn't absolutely have to see them, because he knows that they're bogus. It only takes one person finding out, and then he's got a problem.
Yeah.
He has every reason to keep this as much on the down low as he can.
Yes. Don't expect the bureaucrat to understand politics, Rags.
Oh, I'm telling
Dev,
you. Who
Just
voted
let
this
them-
guy?
I
Oh, wait, me.
realize that you fear the power of a filled-in TPS report, but as one of nature's bureaucrats, you wouldn't understand. But Rags and I, we're confident that this will be fine. Like, we've done nothing wrong, and we've fulfilled our mission. Don't need to do it. We don't need to kill these guys. We can just let them go.
Hold
I
on a
kind of
second.
like your plan to ghoul them, Dev.
Kibbs,
Hold on.
now's not the time.
Sargon,
The-
come
the-
on.
No.
Okay. Mission 3. All right. Establish the truth of the reports that somebody is subverting the our war machine. If outside influences or operatives are detected, they are to be assumed hostile and detained immediately for interrogation. We should take these 3 back.
God,
take a
you're
look.
Such a fucking bureaucrat.
No, this might be.
I can't
so
get
let's
over
see.
it.
I mean, Sargon,
Just a
Sargon, you're
natural
valid.
rules lawyer. Just oh god. Let
Well,
me
no,
just-
these
You
are
have a
these are
valid
this
point,
is mission
but
3.
it's also a mission.
So let me read this. If it's true,
Okay.
supposed to be. Okay, so if outside influence or operatives are detected, they are to be assumed hostile and detained immediately for interrogation. They are, however, to be captured alive if possible. So,
Okay.
as far as we know, I guess the gray part of that is that these guys assume that they're just following their orders and they believe all of this is totally legitimate. It makes no sense for Rashal to let them know that this is not, getting the
Yeah.
approval of the higher ups. They totally are going to be thinking that they're just doing their job like we are. I don't
it's
think that he's
totally
going to let them in on this kind of stuff we need. They might. I don't think they would, but it's possible that they do. However, once we capture them and take them in for interrogation, that might be crossing the proverbial Rubicon.
Well, what can we arrest them?
Sure.
I think so. Yeah.
We have the authority.
I think we should.
Okay, then let's do that.
Yeah, it's not a bad idea.
Invoke our authority to arrest them.
Mm-hmm.
Treat them well, obviously. Treat them,
Yeah,
We don't-
take
we
them
don't
for
want-
questioning.
we
They're
don't
being
want that.
detained.
Do we
being
treat traitors
detained
with
now.
respect?
Yeah.
We'll just we'll organize it with the pioneers. So you know, like 50 pioneers to arrest.
Well,
All right.
how many are left?
So, what are you doing precisely? Are you still talking to him, or are you going off to organize that detachment?
First off, let's
Because right
ensure that the
now
doctor
he is
isn't-
talking to Dev.
Okay. Well, I'll just get like a handful of pioneers that are around, and tell them to follow me, and then we'll march up to Dev while he's talking to him, and then put him under arrest. Put the 3 of them under arrest.
Okay. So, Arch once again waits expectantly for Sargon to roleplay out the encounter.
Oh right, sorry. I was just waiting for you to tell me when I got the guys. Like,
Yeah, you've got him.
right, okay, yeah. I'll get like 10 of them or something. Yeah, just approach and say that on my authority as whatever my authority is, just read out whatever my rank is and whatnot. I'm placing you under the arrest under arrest for suspicion of I don't know treason.
I don't know. Treason?
Look, treason's a strong word. Don't throw that one around.
I mean,
loosely.
for under suspicion that you are unlawfully interfering with one of the projects of the Reich or something. Please,
Yeah, something like
please remain calm and
Just
hand
go
over your
all the way.
weapons.
Just say suspicion of arson.
Yeah, okay, yeah, suspicion of arson. No. Yeah, okay. Well, I don't know. What do we want to go for? Do we want to go for arson?
Don't
Well,
want to
listen,
go for
This
arson.
is excellent. You walk up to him like placing you under arrest for something, treason, maybe, arson, possibly.
Absolutely, suspicion of arson is like what you just show up and then leave, and then this fire starts with all our guys in it, and you're being combative.
Yeah, okay, yeah, no. Suspicion of arson's fine. Yeah, please hand over your weapons.
Are you sure you don't want to accuse him of unlawful entry or something as
You
well?
could have just said
Uh,
insubordination.
Yes, insubordination too, and
Yeah.
at least one account of improper dress, because I'm pretty sure those masks are not standard issue.
Yeah, those masks
Yeah, okay.
and those
Dev, if you want to
cuirasses.
reel off this insufferable list of bureaucratic problems,
Look at Sargon,
then,
he's
then go
cringing.
ahead. I've just gone for high treason, which I think is the most emotive
High
one, and-
treason.
Yeah.
Treason.
Treason against the Reich. And
Okay.
I mean, there's probably some spiritual stuff I could throw in, but yeah, basically he's under arrest, so you're under arrest.
Yeah. These are your crimes. There's probably more.
You're gonna get executed.
So,
by
sorry, are we a constitutional democracy? Are we? Fucking, you're under arrest, and I got 10 guys. Fucking drop your weapons.
This is a ballistics democracy.
Yes.
All right. Right. You literally go off like that, I guess. Yes. It's like, yeah.
Well, no, I'm just gonna say, you're sensibly, you're under arrest for all this stuff. Hand over your weapons.
Sensibly. Fucking sensibly. You have 9 men and Hans behind you. Hans is the one with the flamethrower, grinning madly.
Hans,
That's why we give Hans the flamethrower.
calm down.
And you're just like, yeah, you might be under arrest for treason and 17 other things, right?
No, you're definitely under arrest, but we'll decide what for in a minute.
This will come back later, probably.
Why do
Oh,
you
I
want
think
to
we're
bring this?
past
I want
that.
to just let him go.
I think we're way past that.
We're not way past it. We're gonna be at it soon.
I was
But
totally
you
in favor of
definitely
just letting him
can't
go.
see his like lower jowl, and they drop.
Because it's outlandish.
it's fully fucking
High
outlandish.
treason. You could have said like insubordination, subversion.
They're like,
That it's
This
all
is- this
principally
is the
it's all
male
the same.
off.
If you're
Principally-
even slightly insubordinate, you're effectively treasonous. Okay, so whatever.
It's just another spot on the spectrum.
Yeah, it's on a
Yep.
spectrum, and if you'll start there, then what won't he go to exactly? So that's effectively treason. Let's do this.
I mean, now
Right,
they're getting
so-
executed.
the mall cop has gone up to the annoying Karen who has broken in and is harassing the staff at the local hospital. And she just turns on him and goes like, I am going to report you for murder, rape, and everything else I can think of.
Yeah, but when she's got 10 dudes who are like, yeah, fucking do it, I'm like, well, what? That's ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah, I don't get it.
Just egging her
Guy
on,
knows
like, yeah.
sense.
Either way, we're
Oh.
arresting you. Let's go.
Either way, you are under arrest.
Yeah.
Ah, poor man. I feel bad
Arbitrary
for him.
detention if you like, buddy. I don't care. You're under arrest.
Right, so he looks absolutely fucking flabbergasted, as if somebody just broke into his house and shat directly into his breakfast. This just doesn't happen, does it?
It does now.
It's a mad, 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 mad world.
Yeah, crazy.
He just looks around at the rest of your pioneers like he's alone, this poor little man.
Yep.
The pioneers are all stony faced, except for Hans, of course, who just has this massive grin on his face, cuddling his flamethrower.
Listen, the innocent man has nothing to fear, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he has nothing to fear from Hans and his slight fascination with things that burn.
The Nazis were very just.
They were. They had a very well functioning justice system.
Uh-huh.
Now, the Nuremberg trials, however, now there was a mock trial.
I mean, it was, but still.
It's strange that you come out in favor of all this now, Arch. Go on.
Huh, where's the lie? Except for the first one.
Go
I
on.
mean, we let war criminals go because
what,
like, hey,
what does
they'll
he
do
do?
something
What
for
is
us.
his response?
What do you want his response to be?
To give me his
He
fucking
doesn't-
weapon.
He doesn't really have a response.
Hand over your weapons.
Just cooperate, you'll be home in no time.
Sargon's excited.
Remember,
yes.
just like the doctor, I'm on your side, and I'll point at the doctor. Aren't I, doctor?
And he's just like,
Yeah,
And
exactly.
the doctor is
Finger
lying
guns.
on the floor with a wound to the back of his head that looks suspiciously much like a rifle butt.
Yeah, but I didn't do that, so I don't have to feel guilty for it.
Sargon leans down,
I did.
puppeteers his head,
You
and
are-
just goes like, "Yes, they've treated me very
mean.
well."
Yes.
All right.
You don't know like that guy.
The dude is clearly reluctant, but like he has fucking much in the way of a choice.
Yep.
So he reaches down to his belt and just unfastens it and
Wise.
hands you his belt with the pistol holster on it.
Excellent. Right, okay, let's get everything organised into the vans and get back, because I think that we've pretty much fulfilled 2 missions there, haven't we?
Burning ruin left behind.
Well, they didn't say that they needed it intact.
Hold on, before we leave Sargon and everyone, are we gonna check to make sure that the zombies are for sure gone? Or are we gonna leave that?
we are going to have to double check to make sure and also see if anyone survived in the basement.
Well,
Double
isn't the
tap and
building on
rescue,
fire?
as it's called.
The top is, so we got to wait.
Well, can't we go back and then...
Once the fire's done.
Yeah,
Oh,
but can't we
God.
come back after the fire's finished burning out?
Maybe post
Yeah,
some
but
guards.
I assume once the fire is sufficiently burned away, our guys will go in and double check.
Yeah, post some guards and then have them.
Yes, we're going to have to leave some guys here.
Because we
Yeah.
do not want those things wandering around.
Well, we can also stay here. I mean, how long would it take for just the top? Because Archie, you said only the top
I
will
thought
burn.
Rasha was a worm and he knows all this stuff, so we have to be quick and go do the things.
Let Arch
Yeah.
answer first, and then we'll do that.
Yeah.
Can
So,
Do we just
Arch-
need to report back to Emil?
Well, you have yet to really read through the documents, and you have yet to check out if there's anything else in the basement. So this will probably be a half-finished mission, although you can leave now.
Can we
I
not
think-
just go back, give them the stuff, and say, all right, we're going to go finish up. We just want to make sure that this gets to you.
I have a feeling that if we leave, something major will happen while we're gone. We'll come back to nothing, and it's going to be a shit show. So I think if we wait a couple hours for the building to burn out, we can go back into it.
All right. Message to Emil in case something does happen. He needs to know that stuff happened here. So
Well-
if communication gets blocked, if some shenanigans happen and we can't contact him later, we need to talk to him pronto and explain at least a few things to him so that he knows that we found something. And
Yeah, that's true. I agree.
yeah,
I thought we just had to find out what they were doing in there, right? And I think resurrecting the dead is pretty much us finding out what they were doing. Is it not?
why don't we send how long does it take to get to Emil physically?
Physically,
It's
A
a
while.
flight. Yeah.
It's a flight.
Actually, I know what we'll do. I know what we'll do. I have an idea. Can I
Oh.
go back to the flying mouse mobile and radio?
Oh,
in the middle of the fucking night again, Dev.
Of
Why?
course it is.
Hey, he's signed.
Okay.
This is the job he signed up for.
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess we'll wait for a few hours then. I don't
No,
know.
We're
we'll
off
bring
the
him. We'll
Delta.
wake him up. Wake him up. Fuck it.
Yep.
All my
Okay.
operatives can only work at night. Oh, I
Yeah.
can't believe being interrupted at night. Who could have foreseen this as a thing that occurs? Oh my goodness.
Yeah. No sympathy whatsoever.
Right. Yep. You can call Emil.
Plus, I feel like he'd want to
Alright.
know this.
Hmm.
I'll give him a call then.
Hold on. I am
Okay.
doing something important. There you go. Okay. Right. Yep. You can get on the phone with Emil. You are rerouted to his office, and he picks up the phone. Yeah.
Good evening, sir. Sorry for waking you up.
He's in his office, Dev.
I ain't sorry.
Probably sleeps on the job.
Maybe.
Piece of shit.
It's the middle of the night. I want to be polite about it, okay?
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Good.
Fine. Canadian bureaucrat is polite. Carry on.
Mm-hmm.
All right. What has been the result of the investigation? I'm surprised you've contacted me so soon. You've been there for no more than a few hours, right?
Mm-hmm.
Consider this just let him know this is like a middle of the way thing, but it's important.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So we're at Ghoul Hill, and on the plus hold on. Do you want the good news or bad news?
What's the bad news that you're going to give him before you say anything?
Yeah.
That it burnt down.
Tell him that you should probably just tell him that we've
Have you
discovered
heard
some
of spontaneous combustion, Emil?
it
It's this wacky theory where things just randomly catch fire for no reason and no one's to blame.
is the occult after all.
I think Emil would probably appreciate it if we said we're contacting you now because we have suspicion to believe that Rasha might know that
No,
he's-
no, we're not going to say that over the radio because
okay.
someone could be listening.
See, now, this
I
will
think
be a
Ra-
good chance for Dev to learn to speak like a proper human. So let's just have the conversation between Dev and Emil, and
Yes.
then you can
Yeah.
yell at Dev afterwards, yes?
Yep. Okay. So
Right.
I am in fact going to say I have some very good news for you and some bad news.
A heavy sigh can be heard audibly on the phone.
Yeah. The bad news is that Ghoul Hill is currently on fire.
And
All right,
I've
that's,
requested you to achieve
Hang on,
this.
let
That's one to
Dev
lead
have
off
his
with.
conversation. Go on.
Let Dev have it.
get out of the way. Yeah.
There again, heavy sigh followed by. And how precisely did you achieve this?
We still don't know. However, that's where the good news comes.
This.
However, that's where the
Right,
good news comes
One
in.
moment.
Okay.
Ghoul Hill is on fire, yeah?
Yeah.
You're not aware as to how it is on fire, yes?
Well,
No.
wait till you get the rest of the story.
Yeah, there's more to this, by the way, but
Good. Just wanted to clarify that.
okay. We did manage to get a lot of the files and documents out. We do have some of the staff in custody, and we've heard some pretty incredible tales from the place, which I probably shouldn't repeat over the radio, just in case.
Oh, yeah. If you are going to tell me something more incredible than you arrived, place is on fire, and you have no idea why, then yes, best keep it secret for now.
However, the really good news, I think, is we have in custody 3 people. However, they're not related to mission 1. They're related to mission 3.
Okay, there's a pause there. I see. You have in your custody individuals related to mission 3. Very well. This is an excellent turn of events. You shall await further instructions in your current position, and I will dispatch forces to take them into custody immediately.
Very good.
All right, yeah. Okay, great. I don't think there's anything else to tell them. I think we're good because everything else is pretty confidential. So we will wait here for them.
Okay. Now, can we return to the topic as to how you set fire to the Gul Hill?
Nope.
We didn't do it.
Nope. Not over the phone.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we not. No.
Okay.
Jesus. I mean, I still don't completely know what happened, but
Yeah, that's all you need.
I guess
to
we'll figure it out.
I see. Well, I'll expect a full report once it is all finished. You will await on scene until the forces arrive to take the 3 suspects into custody, and I expect you will also carry out a full and personal investigation of whatever remains of the mysterious fire ruins.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
Okay, well, that wasn't too disastrous, was it?
That was pretty
How
good.
much yeah, how much XP do we get?
It ain't over yet. Oh my god, Sargon.
Oh, what, isn't it?
He's already on the XP. Couldn't wait.
Well, I thought we
like-
did quite well there.
It's like
I
folk
think
it
so
over,
too. Our
man.
rolls were fantastic. We got
Yeah.
that went really well.
And I think I devised a pretty good way of letting him know that we had some important people here that were related to Raz Shah.
Well, now
And
we
more
have to
importantly,
protect
we
those
role played it
people.
well.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed.
Right. Well, that is all wonderful. I am actually going to give you an experience point each now. And we can wrap it up for this week because Dev has made some implications which I believe he's unaware of.
Oh,
which
what did I
all of
do?
you are unaware of. So I'm going to have to
Dev.
plan out a little bit.
What do you mean?
I'm just going to leave that seed right there.
Should be.
Let it grow.
I don't know.
It will
Calm.
work out in the end, Dev. It's gonna suck, but
Quiet.
no.
And quiet. Right. Very well then. So, yep, 1 point of XP for all of you. Did anyone do anything particularly interesting today? Noteworthy?
Hmm.
Well,
Who
let's
did the
see. I
best
mean,
job
so much
role-playing?
happened.
Was it Dev?
Let's see.
Did I do much today? It was mostly just talking to Emil at the end.
Sargon did a pretty
we
good
had a lot of
job.
good conversation. We took care of the issues as they arose.
We
pretty
learned
Learned
about
a
what the
lot.
doctor was doing, and we saved the doctor.
Yeah.
Like, so we can, we can always interrogate him at any other time.
And actually, we got out with a lot of stuff because we have
Yeah.
all the staff. We have the blank piece of paper that apparently casts a fire spell when you read it. I still have these 3 guys. I have their
Mhm.
forged papers in my inventory still.
Oh yeah, yes, the forged papers are fucking important, actually.
We have the
Golden.
3 guys.
Yeah, those forged papers are going to take someone down.
Well, we need to
And
get
we
that
still-
information into their hands first.
And we still
Yeah,
have
we
the
will.
entire basement of this place to check out.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Who
Yep.
knows what else we'll find?
Many wonderful thing, no doubt.
Despite the fire, this was less disastrous than normal. We actually have more result.
Yeah, this is actually really good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And as chat reminds us, Dev is entering the 2nd trimester.
Probably is, yes.
The baby grows stronger with every passing day.
Oh, Sargon.
Yeah.
What's your what is your blood sorcery?
3.
3? Okay. I think you have an ability that lets you basically force people to tell the truth.
Do I?
Gosh
Yes.
darn it, Sargon.
It's called Truth of Blood. You'll need
Sodium
a pint of the,
pentothal.
you will need a pint of the doctor's blood, but we can get everything out of him.
Jesus.
Jesus. Okay.
Yeah, we should get
Well,
all the information before we give him off.
Yeah, well, it also I think with a high enough roll, you can actually get through some dominate powers with it. I think. So it might be so even if he can't tell us what he knows, we could make him.
Okay.
And all you need
That's
to do is to relieve him of more of his blood.
Mm-hmm.
Well, a pint you can get around. You can live without.
Live without. Jesus. Horrible.
He'll produce
Horrible.
more. Your liver stores a pint of blood.
Horrible.
Just take his liver.
No. The
Worse.
liver will replenish the blood in the bloodstream.
All right. Well, we'll wrap it up there for this week, since I need to think about a little bit of something, and also it'll leave Dev a little paranoid, which is good.
Mm-hmm.
So I will move on to the super chats. Though I'll take one out of context first because it amuses me that I got on Discord. Sargon, now that both you and Tim Pool are both bald, will you do a collab?
Well, I'm not bald. I've just shaved my head. Tim's actually bald, so I don't need a beanie yet. But I'm always happy to collab with Tim. But I saw on Instagram he'd posted that he was traveling to LA via his van. So I can't imagine he's going to be too around to collab with. But I'll send him a message on Facebook and see what he's up to.
Oh well, I was hoping to hit you more in the feelings department on your hair there, but sadly,
No, no, I love shaving my head.
I see.
He's a
Take every
skinhead.
opportunity to do it. I hate having to take care of my
Natural
hair.
skin,
like-
yeah.
Oh shit, he is a skinhead. Fuck.
He is.
Nazi boy.
But the best bit about it is, like, A, it's fuzzy and it's therapeutic to run your hands over the fuzz when you're thinking. But also, it just means you don't have to do anything. And my wife hates it, and it's so great.
It is nice.
When are you going to shave your head?
I always shave my head.
Yeah, my head's shaved too.
Arch, you savage.
Disgusting.
He's like, wow. Oh no.
I generally just shave it when it gets
But
warmer
DJ
because it's kind of annoying in the summer. But I'll have long hair in the winter.
Now that I know I'm surrounded by degenerates, let's move
Degenerate.
on then.
There's one person you forgot to ask, Arch.
Are you bald?
You and I are actually united in something here.
And
Good.
look at how he drops.
I
you,
have
Grizzloo.
not yet given myself a quarantine haircut.
And Rags is
Haircut.
definitely not bald.
Nope.
Yep.
I have long locks.
Oh god, a mullet.
No. What?
That was a little bit of a hesitant no there, Rags.
No, yeah, that's because of the confusion.
Yeah, why would you jump to mullet?
Because my head
I did a
canon
little
is
double
Rex has a
take.
mullet, like his profile picture, like a fluffy one.
My profile picture doesn't have a mullet.
Shh. Imagination.
If you imagine a mullet in the profile picture, his profile picture has a mullet.
Well, I mean, yes.
Mate.
Got him.
What are you supposed to say to that?
All right, Boag, a One Punch Man Hollywood movie rant. When? If One Punch Man is getting a Hollywood movie, I don't want to know about it. Simple as that,
Ew.
really.
I've never seen One Punch Man.
Pretty good.
I've
The
heard
thing
that.
is, it is literally just one joke repeated over and over again, but there's a lot of good action to see, and it's well animated too.
Hmm.
But yes, once you get over the joke that One Punch Man does indeed just one punch, then yes, it takes a little bit of a piff out of it. Jart Bellamy just dropped in to say, hi, it's me, your trans fan again. Always love your content, guys. Also, why do you take such a mousy cat girl as your concubine? I mean, Kibbs is nice, but come on, lol. Yeah,
Give it to the... Whatever.
I could do better.
Yeah. Take Regs.
I need something more feminine.
Oh, Regs, I'm sorry. He's heartbroken.
Hollow Buck. Arch, you mentioned a while ago you think 40k needs more FPS games. What do you think of Space Hulk Deathwing? I think it looks beautiful, but there's no soul in it. That's the problem. It's not fun to play.
It feels empty. Because I played it through once, and I played when so I beat it when it first came out and played through it, and then I played it for a while after like the enhanced or special new edition came out. There's something there, but it's
Lacking.
I feel like it's too. I don't know who the devs were for it. In fact, let me double check. It just seems empty for what it is. It seems a bit. Solus is away. It does feel a bit hollow.
Like the
There are
melee
aspects of it
feedback.
that are good.
I
But-
I remember playing it very briefly, and I wasn't very impressed with it. And I just thought, where are the tactics? You know?
The gunplay was meh. The melee was eh. The strong suit of the game, I remember when Arch and I played it, when we were discussing it, was the level design. And that was about it.
The interiors looked absolutely 40k.
Yeah,
Yeah,
gorgeous looking.
it
game.
looked, yeah, it had the flavor about it.
It
but
looked cool, but didn't feel
There
good.
wasn't like gameplay wise, it can't stand up to Left 4 Dead. It can't stand up to Vermintide. It just all of these similar-ish kinds of games. There's no reason to play this over the alternatives.
I think Deep Rock Galactic, in my opinion, is slightly better.
I think they need to take the scale and shrink it down and really focus on something good instead of it tries to be more grandiose than it can handle, I think.
Possibly. But yeah, it's just there's not enough meat in that game, sadly. Matt Daisy, would ghouling the infected cure the virus if it heals other wounds? Possibly, I don't know. Dev will have to research that.
Yeah, probably.
Matt Hawken. Oh, god damn it. Another one. Arch, du hast gute Arbeit geleistet on my German super chat last week. I had to check if you were just a mere poser German weeb or the real deal. Pass. Well, thank you. Just don't post anything in Japanese. At least make it phonetic, okay? Because I can halfway understand weeaboo, but I can't read their retard language. Can we all just agree on the fact that them sticking to their little drawings of letters instead of adopting the infinitely superior Latin alphabet is just ridiculous?
They're stuck in the past, Arch. They're on an island, okay?
They are. It's horrible. Ludwig Dahl asks, aside from 40k, what other sci-fi universe do you like? We know you are not impressed by Star Wars' internal rules. I am not, no. Star Wars has too little consistency internally for me to really be able to enjoy it. I can watch the movie on them for just what they are, but I'm not super fond of the universe overarching. Sci-fi universe. You know?
The answer is none. Isn't it?
For
none
what?
are-
For Star
none are-
Wars?
None are as good as 40k.
You're extremely biased, which is fine if you like something.
Well, there's a
No,
reason why you
that's
got to
true.
liking it.
Yes, it's just the truth. Star Trek is too fucking pacifist, happy-go-lucky for me. I fundamentally disagree with the idea that it presents. It's so very utopian, and just looking at humanity's history, I don't think there's any fucking way we arrive at that point where
Well,
we're
Star
just
Trek.
like, we peaceful species.
He doesn't
We
really
go
know Star
outside
Trek.
galaxy, friend people.
Yeah, no, Star Trek is in my opinion, not written to be realistic. If it was, then it was written badly. It's written to create the very stories it creates, and it does very well for that job.
Yeah, it's a moral lesson.
Exploration.
And that's fine. It's just, it annoys me in just the idea it presents. I can't quite get past that part of the universe to just enjoy the story itself.
It is sort of just a reflection of some aspects of humanity, though, and leaving out some of the less appealing ones. And if we did everything right in the next few hundred years, it's not literally impossible. It's just very unlikely.
Yeah. As for like another science universe that I do like, though, I have to point out some of I don't even know if I call them a universe, because if you say universe, you kind of expect it to be one of the more established ones, right? You know, the big universes. But honestly, a lot of the stuff. What was his name? Silly name person who wrote iRobot. What was his name? Asimov. Yes, thank you. I fucking love so much of the stuff he has made. Isaac Asimov creates these fantastic universes. Like
Yeah.
iRobot, I fucking love iRobot because it keeps telling you, oh, the robot's going to be the bad guy. But no, it basically tells you, oh, give human attributes to this thing, humanize this dead machine, and you fall for it again and again and again. And yet, at the end of every story, it's just a fucking robot. Asimov has some great shit. Oh, and Starship Troopers too. Starship Troopers, actually, for a universe perspective, I actually prefer the movie because I feel it's more grounded over the
Yeah, same.
jump-packed armored nuclear weapons wielding space marines.
Although I did
mean, that's
enjoy
where
that as
Space
like a
Marines come
parallel
from.
universe.
What was I on to? Was Asimov the one who wrote Mote in God's Eye?
Don't know. I've not heard of it.
Not sure.
Let me actually check that out because that was the universe I really enjoyed as well because of how it gave you an expectation of a universe and then subverted it completely. And those are some Larry Niven and Jerry Purnell.
Hmm.
That's a good book, by the way, written in the 70s. Really good. I would strongly recommend. Anyway, moving on again. Optimus Jedi. I used to think Rags was a child, but after this RP, total simp in disguise. Also, hi Rags. Dev,
Who am I
to pick
simping
with
for?
you on the Vietnam
Me,
War
I think.
comments. Yes, Rags
Vietnam
is a
War
simp
comments?
to Sargon, actually. Yes, Vietnam War comments, Dev. What did you do,
I don't remember.
Dev?
I think the last time I talked about Vietnam War was like on a stream like 3 weeks ago with you, Sargon, where I said that people might have a moral obligation to draft dodge if the war is unjust.
Hmm.
I think that was it.
Jesus, Dev. That's pretty disgusting indeed. Encouraging criminal activity, encouraging the rise of communism.
Yeah, Dev. The fuck's wrong with you?
Fucking unforgivable.
Why would you?
I've been subverted, actually.
Well, that explains that then.
That's why he doesn't like you very much. Oh, well. Daniel, have a taste of superior Kronos. ISK, I believe that's Icelandic Kronos. See, we all have the same currency, like Danish, Swedish, Norwegian, Icelandic kronas. I think the Icelandic kronas are worth nothing, though, so I consider mine to be superior, frankly, to all of them. Because we have oil, and nobody else does. And unlike you fucking failure Americans who are giving away your oil, we're actually still selling out at the profit.
What? How? If
Because
someone is
we have
selling, is
superior
literally
management.
paying you to take oil, then how can anyone else sell it?
Because we're that fucking good.
I
Sargon.
guess so,
We are
yeah, I
that
suppose so.
good.
Like,
Plus, we have you bastards bent over a barrel. If you don't buy our natural gas, you fuckers freeze to death. So,
probably true.
Optimus Jedi, Kibs, them cheeks, spread them.
I'm glad you cut out for some of it, but I wish you cut out for all of it.
But
Yeah,
now,
smiling.
well, now I know. Your ass cheek
It's terrible.
spread. Ludwig Dahl, Space Sharks. Okay, right, you're not going to understand much of this. Our best chapter with awesome, most sneak up like Raven Guard, wreck everyone, shit, exclamation mark, like mute world eaters, steal everything, and mute blood ravens, poof, away like ghosts before anyone realized what the fuck happened. That was an example of writing. I swear to God that Google fucks over some of the messages because some of them are written really oddly. Spell check, maybe.
Maybe it's just your audience is a bunch of weird writer people.
I mean, they are.
No, I mean, they
just
got you
attract
pegged
buzz.
as a simp, so I mean, I'm inclined to trust their
They don't,
judgment.
though?
I guess.
So
I mean,
they
as
think
much
they do,
as
but I'm
as
not.
much as I want to ride the thing I created, at the same time, betraying Arch is more valuable to me. So fuck you.
Created. Wildkrieg Gaming. Deal
Take
with
credit.
Franz Holder before it's too late. Well, luckily, knows who Franz Holder was.
What? Franz Holder?
Yeah. Who was that?
Who was that? I don't even remember.
Oh,
There
I
you
don't
go.
even.
never met the guy.
Not a problem. Yorozia, shaved Sargon is free, Sargon. Hira.
Hello. I'll say it saves time keeping it, looking good. It showers and bathing is a lot longer when you got all the hair. That's the time consuming part right there.
Yep.
Valkyrie Gaming, Franz Holder has to go. The Empire has less than a month of oil reserves left, even with Romania. You must take the oil. Well,
I
again,
guess I guess while we're here, everyone's listening. Everyone, if you play any Valve multiplayer game right now, don't do it. Don't log in if you even can. I think they took all the servers down, but don't play
Why?
Team Fortress 2. Don't play CS:GO because the source code has been leaked for all this stuff. I guess that's
Oh,
the
shit.
big thing going around right now. So yeah, don't play Valve multiplayer games.
I'll have to inform
There's a
my
big
groupie.
thing going on apparently. So yeah, someone leaked the source code of these two games. So don't do it.
Poor Valve. Piece of shit. Nicholas Stoneback, look up Mexico's age of consent at the state level. Oh, God, not again. Guys, I see where this is going. 12 years. All right, that's a little young, in my opinion, but, well, it is Mexico. I mean, considering the odds of getting taken out by the gang members, maybe they best get to it early so they can procreate.
Well, I think that's probably the justification of paedophilia might be the worst thing that you've said on this stream. Even with all the Nazi stuff.
Procreate first, get shot by Mexican gang members later. At least your name will live on.
But they all have the same name.
Jose?
Juan? I see.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus?
Exactly.
Jesus?
Pedro.
See, somewhere in Mexico, there's like this hardcore brute torturer motherfucker whose name is... He's worked for
I'm
the
sure that
cartels
joke
his
would have been
whole life.
hilarious, but you got cut out when you were reading out his name.
Jesus. Some weird guy. Oi, Archie, weren't you going to convince these guys that Master Chief was the superior fictional space marine? Also thoughts on Deathwing Space Hulk. Master Chief is...
You don't
bad.
even play Halo. You don't get to talk.
He's part of a different universe. Like comparing him to it's
Yeah, I
it's
agree with
weird.
Riggs there.
He makes total sense for the universe that he's in. Which is the Halo universe is fantastically well done. There's a lot of great stuff in there, but it's just totally different than 40K.
Yes.
Better than both of them is Samus.
Don't compare
Who?
universes. No, quit it. Bully him. Fuck him. You fucking Nintendo weeb. I knew it. You have good taste, though, so I'll give you that.
Simp.
Don't be
Gray
mad.
Matter. Thanks for doing these streams to keep us entertained while we have to deal with the consequences of China's bullshit. Love you guys. Stay assholes. Also, hi, Rags.
Hello.
Black 1917. Watching this at work also, Arch. I hope you enjoy your mother-daughter incest waifus.
What?
I don't know anything about this.
Oh, shit, this is getting weird.
That's good.
Disavows that.
Fine.
Going on here.
Okay.
Quick.
It's all right. Her mother's 53 and yet still hot.
I disavow. Fucking hell.
Martin Calendar. Arch both knows how cavalry charges infantry better than real cavalry, and the German language better than actual Germans, at least according to Arch.
Yes.
Cavalry does not charge infantry. Again, you can look up so many historical writings. Look up the Napoleonic War, the medieval period, hell, even Roman writings. They're like, yep, no, ordered infantry, horse no go. AT, thanks for the entertainment. Would love to see this group in a penal legion alongside Kriegsmen.
Thanks.
That's cruel.
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah, I
So
don't
what
know
you're
if that's
saying, Arch-
praise.
What you're saying, Arch, is it wasn't a good idea for the Rohirrim to charge the Mumakil on the Battle of Pelennor Fields.
Not to mention also horses afraid of big things, smelly things. No chargy elephant either. Ferris Lepus. Have some celebration money thanks to Corona. My most critical finals are online and unprotected. That doesn't sound particularly good. I'm surprised there's even like schooling still active for the higher levels. Now there's no teachers or people to guarantee that shit gets done. But, guess it's not that important.
Have you guys seen the university classes that are being streamed on Twitch?
No.
I have not.
No.
So teachers are just streaming stuff on Twitch, and so you have like 60 people in your class, and then thousands of people rush in and shit post and destroy it.
Dicks.
I mean, you could just private stream by
Because,
going
of
on
course.
YouTube and do unlisted, and then share the link. But that's hard.
That is indeed quite difficult, and you shouldn't do that. Just do it online like normal. Most people are good people, and every time you run into the bad people, well, your
There's
fault.
so many easy ways to stream it. Why Twitch? What the fuck?
Because
Wait, I'll be right back. I'll use the lube.
Okay,
back. Corona-chan, Arch, I would like you to go down on me like a furry on crack, and Kib's stuffing you're about to enjoy will be legendary. There will be children's songs about how Kib's the man who got stuffed like a Thanksgiving turkey.
What? I'm very
it's just
confused
the
how
usual
Corona-chan correlates to all of this.
You will be stuffed. That is how it works. And there will be children's songs written about your stuffing.
It's not very child-friendly.
I don't know about that. I mean, the World Health Organization is of the opinion that they should receive sexual education at, what was it, the age of
5 to
12?
8.
Excuse me,
5.
5 to 8. Yes, of course, 5 to 8. Much better. Yes, of course. 5 to fucking 8. Why the never mind. I'm not even
Yeah.
going to get into why the World Health Organization decides this. So just that wall, no damage, no pain, thick construction. I am on par with the immovable machine gun. Tremble before me in terror. Well, they got through the wall, didn't they? Should have made it harder, I guess. Glow in the dark. Whoever wrote the rules for VtM probably made the maze that trapped the Minotaur. Need to ask them if they did it on purpose or not. And I think it was sheer incompetence, honestly. I'm pretty sure just
Yeah.
stupidity.
Enough passages about being a fascist playing the game, but not enough about internally consistent rules.
Mm-hmm. Matt Hawken, there's a lot of Arch, can I do that? Arch, can we do this? Within reason, let them try and fail when practical for role-playing reasons. I've been letting them do what they want. Like, Rags clawed through a wall, and Sargon has abused a doctor. He was really clever about it.
I have not abused this doctor.
You have.
Uzulu's the one who fucking hit him.
That's true.
He deserved it.
I mean, he's right.
I
attempt to disagree.
believe
You won't be
believe
able
that
to.
what I did is achieve the mission without inflicting any harm on the doctor or anyone else at all.
Physical harm, maybe, but psychologically speaking.
I think you'll get over it.
I like how I got the bestial roll on the thing and failed the roll. And Arch was like, "Yeah, I'll just give you exactly what you asked for before you did this crazy whacked out roll." I wanted to hit him on the back of the head with the butt of the rifle. I'm not sure why you did that for me, Arch. That was very generous. I didn't mention it at the time because I thought you might take it back.
And it also sounded like it would be in character.
Fair enough.
Architect of Fate. They will die by suffocation one way or another. Even in a fire, you die from suffocation when the heat sears your lungs shut before you're cooked alive.
Mhm.
I don't think dying by fire is a really good thing. I think that's something I'd like to avoid if at all possible. Obvi, why do people prefer masked characters? Why, Dev? Kyle, why do you prefer masked characters?
Honestly, I only took the mask because I was Nosferatu, and I'm like, I'm lazy. I don't want to deal with having a deformed, retarded face. So he wears a mask, and then I'm like, easy peasy, problem solved.
The thing is, they'll still naturally dislike you,
They
regardless. of the
will,
mask.
they will. But like the thing about the mask is, at least they won't like go like, "Oh my god, he's definitely a fucking vampire."
That's true.
It could just be a severely abused person.
Severely. Yeah, excuse the
Yep.
fangs.
Rob Wind. It was a faulty wiring from the alarm setting off the fire. Hmm. I mean, that's more plausible than the reason given. Yodozuya, I don't even play 40k. I just watch Arch to be Arch. That's good. Yeah, that's an adequate reason. It's good reasoning. The Wall, my favorite sci-fi universe, the one created by E. William Brown in his book Perilous Wife. Taking into account human nature, it's more realistic. Wife, W-A-I-F.
Waif.
Waif. Aha, yes. I knew I was fucking that up somehow in my brain. The Perilous Wife. I have not read that. Well, it does have a perilous waifu on the front of the cover, so perhaps it was just a misspell. Might have to give it a look. I do like good books. Gunny Arlequin, which universe do you think is more likely to happen IRL? I'm betting on Starship Troopers and or a version of BattleTech. Starship Troopers, honestly. And realistic
You don't even know what
Starship Troopers
BattleTech is,
fairly
you little
realistic.
shit. Your knowledge
know
of these
one thing-
things is
Here's
pitiful.
the thing, Kyle. I can tell you one thing that makes it a pointless fucking universe. Mechs.
Oh, okay, 40k boy. Titans.
Sorry,
Womp,
mechs
womp,
make
womp.
BattleTech pointless.
According
Yes,
to
it's
Arch.
making an unrealistic universe.
That is
I'm
the
gonna go ahead and,
linchpin of the BattleTech universe.
It is the
But here's the
linchpin.
thing.
It's the entire
Unless your
attraction.
mech is literally something like a warhound with void shields and weaponry capable of
Oh,
tearing down
plot
cities.
magic, okay.
Well, the thing is,
But your universe is not impervious to the same faults that BattleTech has. BattleTech
no,
is
because
also
here's the thing.
fantastic. No,
unless
no,
you
no,
have
no.
access to that level of weaponry
Oh
and
god,
protection,
here we go.
a tank will always be superior.
Thank you, chat. The like Titans and 40k are the same, Arch, and Arch is like, no, my logic. They have void shields, therefore they're special.
Yes, literally.
They're sp-
The only way a walker
They're both
would be
giant
superior to
fucking
any
retarded
kind of
like
Wow.
fucking bipedal walking waddling retard machines that shoot things.
Yes, and
It's
the only way
fantasy.
that is possible is if you have done that because it allows you to put enough defenses and enough weaponry on the thing to make up for the
It's
obvious
both
disadvantages
comical.
of a bipedal walker.
I'm not going to defend BattleTech because the thing about battle mechs in reality is they are fantasy. They're impractical. The harsh reality.
Precisely. Good point. Right, so after his surrender, now
That wasn't a
Starship
surrender,
Troopers is
Arch.
absolutely the more realistic universe because the
Okay.
political structure in that after a major war, I could absolutely
But
see
you don't
happen.
know. Hold on. You actually don't know BattleTech's lore. So when mankind spread across the stars in BattleTech.
Oh, jeez, no, I'm going.
I don't care.
Right.
Run,
No one cares
Sargon,
about
run.
BattleTech.
Yeah, but I care.
See you guys later.
Okay, bye.
Yeah.
But the thing is, I do care, and so like humanity fractures. Like it's the simple principle as mankind spreads. Like when the British Empire did, it fractures. It's not that hard to understand. It's just like as people spread apart, communication becomes distant, travel becomes distant, different groups grow distant, and want their own autonomy. Like it's not like it's this world-renowned feature here. This is just simply how they handle
Lovely,
it.
Kyle. I don't remember
You will
arguing
have
against that.
separatism in any scenario in which you have different groups of people that become autonomous that no longer want to pay taxes to a government that is far away.
Awesome. That sounds fantastic. When we find the straw man that you're dressing, we'll bring it back.
Oh, Arch, don't be so fucking butthurt.
No, but are you? No, never mind.
Calm down.
Your argument
Calm
is
down.
completely different.
Calm down. Move on to the next question.
You are truly a thing. Xenothium 15 kept you waiting, Sargon 2020. But at least he came back this time, so not too bad. Beelzebub. So I read the latest Psychic Awakening. I think it gave me cancer. Since when do custodians get to speak to the Emperor? Since somebody at Games Workshop decided that they could simply just make up whatever they wanted, whenever they wanted, and the fluff does not matter. That's since when. It's a dangerous idea. It's a genuinely fucking dangerous idea, but... Thomas White. Arch, your and Sargon's Star Wars knowledge is painfully low. I'm sure it is, but that's also because Star Wars rewrites itself every 2 seconds. I even remember having a discussion with one of my hardcore Star Wars friends all the way back in fucking high school equivalent. I don't know from high school. It was around the release of the second set of the trilogies. You know, the ones that we actually think are kind of all right now compared to the newest one. And he was telling me before that you know the Jedi can look into the future and shit. And they had incredible powers, and the Yoda could do all kinds of stuff, and they'd been clouded by the Sith. And then we went to see the second one, or the third one. Fuck if I can bother to remember at this point. And there was a massive separatist fleet just surrounding their capital in the middle of friendly space. And there was just a giant battle. They'd even go down and captured the fucking leadership of the Republic.
Arch, there's quite a few important things there. Like, the leadership of the Republic that they captured is also the Darth Sidious, the Emperor, and he was clouding the Force to make sure they couldn't look forward in time. So that completely settles the problem with that. I'm not saying that the lore of Star Wars is good, but that does fix that problem.
Yeah, the person who was captured was in on it.
Yes.
Yeah, he could just surrender himself. You still have to land a force in the middle of one of the most heavily guarded planets in the galaxy, in the middle of war footing, right next to the Jedi Temple.
And they did.
But the guy who commanded the army, who could have sent them all away to somewhere, plausibly, is the guy that was trying to get captured.
Could have. And yet, they were all around the planet as well, because otherwise there wouldn't have been a space battle.
Well, perhaps
That
they
was
just
all.
got back.
That was all our military
got
there.
A lot of maybe, possibly, kinda to excuse.
Yeah, on
what
both
seems like a
sides.
pretty
I feel
obvious
like we don't
one.
have a.
But it's
I
definitely
feel like.
possible.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. I mean, Arch, you
Especially 'cause
yourself
that's
said
where
you
the-
never
that's
liked
where-
Star
yeah.
Wars, though.
How could you possibly manage to do this thing when both sides were in on it?
Both sides were in on it. You mean one other one side was in on it?
No, Palpatine was in
both of
charge of
them.
one
Both
side,
sides were
and
in
the
on
other
it.
side, yeah.
Palpatine was not in charge of one side, though.
Oh
had
my
a
god!
deal of
Fucking Grievous
influence.
and Dooku were both taking orders from Palpatine.
The
Yeah.
entire time.
This is
Yeah,
like
that's the point of-
in the
of
movie. Did you
Star
see
Wars.
the movie?
Even in
Yes,
the movie.
they are on the one side, not both sides. Palpatine is one person on the good guy side. The
He's
Jedi side.
the people who are controlling the other side take their orders from
Yeah,
him.
he's
They're
in
literally
charge of
Regs.
they're his apprentice.
He's literally in charge of the entire Republic, including the army, and also the entire Separatist force, including the Sith.
Yes.
He was in charge of the Jedi, though, was he?
No, but that didn't matter.
Yeah,
the Jedi
didn't
were
matter
part
here.
of the battle, but they couldn't stop the abduction in the first place.
Yes.
Because
Because Grievous was the one who was sent to abduct
Because
him.
they
Because
gave
Grievous
an open
literally
door.
killed his Jedi bodyguard. Like, the Jedi were
Grievous,
there to
the person
protect
that
them.
Sidious was training with
Alright,
Duke.
well, that wasn't in the movie, so if you tell me that happened, then sure.
But it's not a
Well,
problem
you
in the
know,
movie.
Palpatine
It
killed the
isn't even
Jedi
a problem in
bodyguard.
the movie either.
It's not a problem in the movie.
What?
Anyway, it's just carry on. We'll be here all day.
Thomas White, Sargon, the Force takes heavy influence from Yin Yang, Yin, dark chaos, imagination, Yang, light order, physical body. What was that? Oh, yes, that's in. Does it, though? I don't know. The Force takes influence from whatever it seems to take influence on, depending upon the movies you're discussing, but maybe?
Well, they were made over the course of like 4 decades. The initial premise was created in a very sort of like hippie flower power style.
It's
Like,
mostly an
it's
issue
a
of, like,
deist
change of ownership
concept.
and
Because the idea of the Force as a mystical entity is probably the one I prefer, rather than to the other 2 or 3 interpretations of the Force. There's also the idea that the Force is like desire and such on things, that it is I think V had a little scree about this not too long ago, where he basically said that the dark power is dark because it makes the Force do stuff, whilst the light simply asks it to, and so on.
It's basically deism. It's not even that different from actual forms of deism in modern society.
It's actually what Luke is based it off of, if I recall correctly.
I do have stuff to do after this. Could we do the super chats?
Yep. Now, well, this is not Nazi Germany. I shall return with steel reinforcements. The wall. Battletech is fiction. The Imperial Knight is already being constructed by South Korea. The Imperial Knight wasn't a fighting platform, though. That's the thing. That was intended to be a multi-purpose laborer rather than as a weapon.
It's funny, isn't it?
Is it?
No, it's funny because it's both identical. Both of the Imperial Knight and in BattleTech, they were utility.
Why did they convert them to fighting platforms?
Ah, it has a lot of fucking lore stuff, and Regs doesn't want to be here. We can talk about it later, though.
All right. Matt Hawken, I'd love Dev's pregnancy to begin have a big role. Soon.
Mm-hmm.
Yorosuya, Kibbs, would you look into Ring of Red, old but good?
What's that?
I don't know.
Oh, look it up. DM me about it. I'll forget.
Boag, thoughts on Legends of the Galactic Heroes? That's the last one. I'm currently re-watching the updated version of it now, the new theses. It's all right. I don't quite see the charm in it. I don't know. It seems like an okay space opera style show, and not quite the absolute example of genius I've been told it is.
What? Anime fans overestimating how good their stuff is? What?
Overestimating, yeah. Usually they underestimate it. Good point.
Damn,
Boag,
fucking Regs.
One Punch Man got a Hollywood movie prediction. So it actually got a
That's
Hollywood
actually
movie?
happening. No, please, no.
Yeah, because that would be terrible if that was happening. That'd be absolutely horrible.
Oh,
I would not like that. I would not like that in the slightest. I mean, the humor only works when you are able to add in the absurdly cool, over-the-top insanity of the One Punch Man animated fighting against ginormous monsters and stuff. That I'm assuming live action, because that seems the Hollywood thing. That'd be terrible. If they're doing it animated, it could work, I guess. I wouldn't trust the Hollywood with it, but no, it is live action. Sony is making a live action adoption of One Punch Man. Of course they are. Yes, live action. Obviously.
that is
Everything
bad.
has to be live fucking action. Nope. Boag OPM live action movie is confirmed. Yes, thank you. I just saw it. That is fucking horrible, and I can't wait for it to flop horribly and then never be mentioned ever again, like the Dragon Ball Z movies. Fucking bullshit. But yes,
I actually enjoyed
we
that
can-
movie.
That's because you're wrong.
I
Yeah,
enjoyed it in
no.
it's a bad movie kind of way.
Okay, that's better. You're forgiven.
No, not really. But right, that is all the super chats, so we can wrap it up. Thank you all very much for playing, and everyone very much so for watching, and hopefully we'll be back on again next week.
Hopefully so.
Hopefully.
All right, Kyle.